Welcome in, boss. This is your Demon Lord, Draco Sock. Here today we're going to continue finishing off with the rest of the story, which we're basically almost done. We have a couple more chapters left. I plan to get through as much done today as possible, but let's see. But yeah, anyway, we're going to turn the volume back on. And we're going to be in section 14. The Goddess of Annihilation. How to avoid destruction. This is the most effective method I've observed to combat the pain threat that is not a matter for debate. So, now that you know, would you be so kind as to continue the Holy Grail War? I assume my role remains nothing more than an overseer. And Durga is only here to assist in the way it matters. She has no bearing on the Holy Grail War per se. No bearing? Then why the hell did she attack Saber? How about Ryder's master? Because he interfered with my divine duties. The entire point of this God's assistance. The Master Ryder threatened to analyze, contact, and tamper with the system at the root level, which would have interfered with its operation. And Saber clearly acted with intent to harm my master, the system's Grail War's overseer. Doing so, both made themselves target for annihilation. That's why I attacked. So what? You're insisting that you're just the guardian of the Holy Grail War as a whole? That you're just the overseer means for first and rules? Yeah, I'm not buying that. Not for a second. I bet you involved in all this way deeper level, Durga. Otherwise, why the hell would you hide yourself pretending to be an AI? DX, a name that simultaneously reflected Durga's extra special type D status and X as an unknown variable, not to mention D indicating Durga. And I take it X means for extra. An excellent choice of name. As her master, I couldn't be prouder. But at any rate, yes, you have a point. I said yes, Durga is indeed key in making this Holy Grail War work. Please let me explain. I would love for you to understand the beauty of the system for yourself. The first thing you need to know is Durga possesses a hull with a truly stagnating storage capacity. I believe it's the most likely where she kept all her powers she freed from previous gods so as to use them safely. At any rate, when I used the Holy Grail's power to initially summon 5 servants, I stored them inside Durga's hall while their spiritual wars were still asleep. Those must be the true bodies of servants taking part in the AI Holy Grail War. Then I used the rest of the Grail's power to execute the first rotation, thereby producing 5 alter ego servants. Remember those things you have been seeing? The things resembling heroic spirituals? They are kind of a byproduct. They are created during the rotation's impact and lack a full personality of their own. They're essentially alter ego fragments. However, they still retain a bit of their heroic spirit power, so they were tied to bugs and classified as a special type of enemy. At any rate, that's the purpose of this Holy Grail War. It means to have a servants fights amongst against themselves, and to collect their energy released during their spirits into Durga's hollow, which is connected to the Paper Moon's world as a whole. This is the quantity of energy is sufficient to rotate the Paper Moon's world twice, which was necessary producing alter egos. This means when the Holy Grail War ends, Durga will possess energy from 4 vanished servants, which she will then use to rotate the world. That will in turn generate new alter egos from the 5 servants in the hollow, and those 5 alter ego servants will securely contain so they can fight against the pending destruction. Then the servants generated from the second rotation will be used to fight the next Holy Grail War. By resting and impeding this process will theoretically allow me to generate unlimited number of alter egos. So she can spit out as many alter ego class servers as she wants. Only in theory, what you have described has no practical applications whatsoever. By way of example, let's say you use this conceptual centrifuge to harm. Firstly, to ham-fistedly create infinite alter egos. Do you truly not believe the original server souls will eventually be worn out to nothing? We won't know that unless we try. So, I still need to collect and test more data to find out what sort of effect the alter ego extraction process has on the originals. There's still a lot about this to understand. Most of it if I'm being honest. But can you please confirm one thing for me, Governor? What would happen if we do continue the Holy Grail War? I mean, what specifically? The winning alter ego servant will be added into the Fine Forest reserves and set aside. The winning alter ego master will build with me, after which the next Holy Grail War will begin. As I said before, by repeating this process, I will generate an infinite number of alter egos which to fight the pinning threat. So in other words, the master ceases to exist. What about our wish? What will that be granted? Oh yes, I did set your motivation, didn't I? Yes, it will. The war will merge with me. And as a new version of the next Holy Grail War's Overseer, he'll be able to manage it however they like. Then the next Holy Grail War, does that mean there's going to be more war? That's not going to end? Of course not. We require a much larger force to work with if we're going to rid the world of destruction. But what about the family I wanted? You should be free to set as many family parameters in the next Holy Grail War you like. That's not what I mean. I want to live a peaceful family life where I don't have to worry about war at all. I think you'll be fine. Once you have the game the central governing AI size, but preventing the world's destruction and by extension continuing the Holy Grail Wars will be your first priority. But that's... So I'm just going to stop caring about the wish I care so much about? Is that supposed to make me feel better? You need not to concern to begin with. You said alter ego masters too, right? What do you mean by that? The randomizer system used to give you AI's personalities. This actually means that making you into random alter egos. Huh? The master problem was another issue I had to resolve by putting together infinite alter ego production project. There's no sense of generating an unlimited number of alter egos if the lone master Shadia can't manage them all by himself. So I need a way to come up with masters as well. What kind of master is best suited to managing alter egos? To answer that question, I decided to prepare the alter egos for the masters as well. And the most efficient way to accomplish that was to come up with a wide variety of personality patterns. In order to keep them diverse, I chose base personality models from a number of different sources. The master of Caster's personality was a grade type, alter ego inverted. Made him from as close to scratch as I could. And tried to give him a fiercely competitive personality. For his name, I appear as well. I simply chose something I saw in Shadi's database. He was assigned to be a proud, overconfident with his mage-like irrationality, particularly overruling what little infantry he had. I expect his personality to be a significant driving force in keeping the Holy Grail War moving along. I did have to make additional adjustments to him later, but on the whole, he certainly passed. The Master of Riot's personality was an acquisition-focused type, alter ego import. For him, I loaded elements from the person who was actually involved in the Paper Moon in real life, and separated them to make an alter ego. He was the most perceptive and flexible of all the Masters, though, ultimately led to him breaching the boundary which I need to be remain impenetrable, a shame. Given the natural affinity for becoming alter egos, I would guess that he originally had multiple personality. The Master of Saber's personality was focused on mimicry, an alter ego imminent. In her case, I started to give the personal physical features, and then give her a similar personality based on how I imagine Sister would actually think. Even out of the few types of humans I've been able to interact with, I don't have many options at my disposal. It may be obvious, but she was the same girl Durga is using for her avatar. And that should be a sufficient summary. The idea which of these different masters that wins the AI Holy Grail War must be the master best suited to manage alter egos, and gives her amount of experience points towards that end. That master then becomes the next Holy Grail War's overseer and repeats the process, thereby ultimately being upgraded into being an even better at managing alter egos. The wishes you possess as an AI masters are an expression of your nature as alter egos. Simply a side effect, right? They did not come from your AI personalities at all. Ultimately, each of your wishes were borrowed from another, so this have no real consequences. But that's... You can't be serious. You mean I've been feeling guilty all this time over nothing? That's why I've been so... Alright, that's enough. This is boring, so I'm going to wrap this up right now. Who freaking cares? Huh? Seriously, I could not possibly care less about what our people want or wish for. The only wishes that matter to me are my own. And I will not let my wishes just be an afterthought. You know, what's the biggest problem with everything you just told us? That apparently, even if I win this war, my only reward is getting to be a soldier for someone else's war. Yeah, what kind of fucking reward is that? And that's no reward at all. If you think I spent all this time fighting just to be someone else's pawn, you're out of your damn mind. I'm fighting so I can live on my own terms, with everything I ever wanted at my fingertips. Everything else gets suffered. For a second. And that goes for you too. Who cares about all the other stuff? What about my wish? That's you should have there. And if anyone else tries to get your way, you should fight them with everything you got. So let me ask you this, Master. Do you still have a wish of your own? A desire you want to satisfy no matter what it takes? Yeah, I do. Then, you don't worry about a thing except how you're going to make it happen. So now that we know fighting this Holy Grail War isn't going to get us what we want, our only choice is to take these people down and take over the system for ourselves. We're going to stop this stupid Holy Grail War and this alter ego nonsense. Once that's done, we just have to take control of these amateur privileges and we'll soon be making our own wishes come true. Huh! That's right. That's the kind of guy you were. A good-for-nothing idiot who only has eyes for his own desires. Then again, maybe sometimes an idiot is exactly what you need to get some things done. Yeah. You said that the winning master would become a central governing AI. So then, what would happen if Draco Sock won? I don't count for you in my initial calculations. You're probably just kind of first rotation as we saw a factor sign I was not aware of. You could say that makes you alter egos irregular. So, one of the AI Holy Grail Wars is the perfect master optimized for matching alter egos, and it's time for the final showdown. Your presence here is not an impediment to that process. As long as the project produces enough alter egos to win the upcoming battle. I see no need to concern myself with what happens to the versions of you in the outside world. So no, there will be no issue with you becoming this role's new overseer ever. Although I'm sure you'll need to undergo a number of special modifications beforehand. Fuck that! On the supplementary note, listen or not, the stroke of luck of you showed up here, Master Shadia. Well, it's possible you may not be up to the task based on your battle record today. It's also very possible you may come up with that optional solution. Well, I will, of course, remain strictly impartial and not to offer anyone professional treatment. I consider you the most likely master to win this contest, and we'll be watching your progress with great interest. Good luck. Gee, thanks. I don't know what we would have ever done without a completely unnecessary extra tidbit. Anyway, sounds like the winning this Holy Grail War won't be any closer to anywhere out here. So then, remind me why we should care about it again. No, we will not be able to return to our original world unless we destroy the system Grail War itself. The paper moon will also remain useless and broken. Because it seems to me that we only have one option available to us. Yeah, we stop this Infinity Grail War. So you understand, unfortunately there is a clear and straightforward means to achieving that goal. Before the Sansa being we are just told is directly linked to this Grail War system. So the quickest way to tear it down, we destroyed the Rani's 12th servant. That is Durga. Why can't you see that this is the only way to prevent the end of the world? If this falls, the whole world will come to an end. See, you're the only one. Since you're the only one who has served this devastation, and the way to supposedly stop it has no surprise to you, and you alone are ascended. The same kind of thing that happened before in Atlas did too. But as you get gone to inflict harm on those around you, it's really shocking that those same people would try to stop you. Yes, it is. It is nearly up in my calculation. My planet has shown me beyond any doubt. I'm also this world's its element. You could say nothing would exist here without me. So truly, I don't think it would be in best interest to oppose me, but it seems like you leave me no choice. Durga is the only one truly irreplaceable part of this project. Analyzing combat abilities, conclusion, there will be very difficult for them to destroy the skies. I know, I can't imagine a path to success for them, but just in case. Oh, are you planning to join us? Well, I am a master myself. Since the Durga scale is much too great for her to participate in the Holy Grail herself, it won't be generating much energy to go see you, an alter ego servant, so I would rather not do this. But if it is what I must do, then so be it. Fortunately, by my calculations, when it's all over, there should be just enough energy to reset the system where new alter egos to fight it. So now I will, in my capacity of overseer, remove the imminence and threatening to derail its execution. Oh yeah? I'd like to see you try, short stuff. Your pretty petty insult has no bearing on these proceedings. It has, however, helped me decide to switch modes. I will show you what I look like as in my optimal master form. You shall see that I am not just a paper-moon central governing ad, but a being determined to fight back against the world's destruction. Yes, I can see it now. The souls, the alter egos filling through the air like dust, and the sky underworld resisting destruction. I am the wings that guide it, and the very dust itself, and so I will take a more appropriate name. I am the dust of Oasis. I am the one who sees the world's approaching end, the one who will stop it, removing all thought acceleration limiters, entering Osiris mode, setting course for Nova Sky. Durga, my servant, as your master, I now give you my commands. And it's the correct and necessary step to averting the apocalypse. Give these people who refuse to see the sense in my answer a swift and painful shutdown. New defined duty accepted, executing. If I remember right, that's actually an alter version of this, yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, we want an extra class. And I think I know who to bring. Okay, let's see if we can get her. Alright. Serve J Bird.
我が学よ我が学よ我に名はなし叙情的三千たる愛よここにそれでは一発シャキーンと お返しをしなくてはね。お返しをしなくてはね。
悪任せておけ。
測定せよ。琥珀の鹿。
我が名は偽り。我が身は神。ただしこの距離を誇りとして今一度手綱を握らん。エパティックホイールと支障はあります。動くな。シーハバー目覚める。バーギーのやつ。
君たちはい
い了解了解。
There we go again.
我が身は神。ただしこの距離を誇りとして今一度手綱を握らん。エパティックホイール。
Yeah, I probably should have opened with that.
支障はありません。
先輩は潮干狩りに行ったことはありますか？対象とされているのは小さなことからコツコツとですね。一歩一歩着実に前進していきましょう。
Yeah. Definitely destroyed parts of the church. Ugh. Berserker! Cut that out, you idiot. Why do you sound worried? No one can beat me, but I haven't said that. Oh, damn. What the hell? How are you so strong? Durga or not, you're still a servant just like we are. There shouldn't be this much of a gap in our abilities. I am a goddess made to annihilate demon gods. That I would be stronger than the goddess of love should be obvious. Durga was born from the wrath of countless gods, each of whom give her their powers and weapons. The result is a goddess of pure annihilation, a jack of all trades who possesses divine ornaments for any occasion, giving her an advantage over every class of servant. What's more, each and every one of those ornaments boasts her powers worthy of a god. This means Durga is Ganaga's flame, Varuna is water, and Indra's lightning all in one. She is the wrath of Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma alike. You may be a divine spirit, but she outclasses you in every measurable way. You'll never have a chance against her. You think I don't know all that? My point is none of what you said explains the sheer size of the gap of strength here. Now it's complete. Now I see what's going on. It comes down to the resources each side is using in its battle. Those two are cheating. They're not using rhyme at all. Huh? But then, how are they? Magic energy, a temporary resource provided by the Holy Grail, pure power in its former state. You should have known, Durga's never taken part in the Holy Grail War, nor she's a product of this world. So she's getting refueled to complete different rules? No fair! Mine will not help us. They now wish to hear more. More. Draco Sahak's safe return home hinges on this. We cannot give up, no matter what. You think I don't know that? Everything I got. But normally I wouldn't touch so much the exhausting job of a 10-foot pole. But for you, Master, I'll do it. Just be sure you're ready for good reward when I'm done. So, things are looking pretty bad, even if I read her next move. She's still as strong as she can ignore us. If something does not change soon, we'll have no options left for us. If there's still one factor I could turn tables, then I figured that'd be... No, this sucks. I can feel my head pounding. Which is you possess as an AI masters are an expression of your nature's alter ego, something of a side effect, Kuro. They do not come from your only personality as well. Ultimately, each of your wishes is borrowed from another, and so is no real consequence. What the? What is it she said again? Our wishes are just borrowed. There's no real consequence. Then, in fact, in that case. What about that girl who disappeared clinging onto her wish? You're saying that was all meaningless? Well, Master, what do you want to do here? I'm here to serve you however I can. You just need to tell me what you want to do. If you just want to go back to our base and have me work on a new dish, I'll help you get the recovery back out. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, then let me put another way in. What are you feeling most intensely right now? Same as always, my guilt. The kind of guilt that just makes me want to punish myself. The kind you get when you've done something terrible, and there's nothing you can do to make things right. I guess that's the alter ego in me talking, huh? No, that's not what I meant either. I'm not talking about your one big wish or anything like that. I'm just asking what you feel like right now in this moment. It's no bigger deal than asking what you feel like having for lunch. Why do you want to know that? Truth is, it's all you need to figure out what your next choice ought to be. Listen, back in my day, I once filled a Manning, actually, name it. I did Dimba. He had a younger sister who fell in love with me. She was the Manning. She did too, of course. Obviously, I was going to kill her, but my older brother stopped me. He said she was so in love with me that I ought to at least consider keeping her company just in the daytime. Okay, so your brother's the same. What happened next? We had a kid together. Seriously? Don't get it over, but you know. Back then, I just figured, why not? Yeah, what's up a kid with a man-eating demon? What could go wrong? Actually, I felt like loving her back, so I did. That's all there was to it. As long as you're not hurting anyone, there's nothing wrong with just living your life the way you want, at that moment, wherever that trails. So at least right now, there's no sense in agonizing over what you want. Forget about the wish you've been carrying around so far. Just tell me what's on your mind right now at the moment. That still doesn't change anything. I've been told this skill I carry around isn't really mine, so it doesn't actually matter at all. And it still won't go away. Just sucks more than anything. But maybe that's also why, right now, in this moment, the anger I'm feeling might be a little bit stronger. Hey, that's great. Why is that? Because she said something that pissed me off. And what would happen to make you feel better? I think I'd probably just enjoy seeing them both getting blown away. Would that make you smile? Yeah, I think it might. I just feel good to be all, yeah, that's right. That's what you get. It'll still be pretty self-centered and meaningless smiling, though. Now we're cooking. Well, when I decided to serve you, I put my warrior self aside. I decided that what I wanted more than anything was to see you smile. But if you're saying the only way to get you to smile out of you is for me to fight them, if that's the kind of service that'll make you happiness, I'll gladly fight as your servant. Okay, then that's my order. It's a big order, so I'd like to give you a tip, but I don't have anything on me. So instead, I'll give you these command spells. I don't know when I got the second one, but you can have them both. I want you to make those absolute bitches pay for saying Sakura, her wish, and her whole way of living didn't matter. Go freaking get them. You got it. Brima? Who am I? Who the hell cares? Besides, it's a simply simple question. And I can answer with just 2 words. I'm me. Okay, put him as a starring. Okay. And he's, what is he? Buster? Yep, he's Buster. Master Code and Master Code. Alright.
「余分なパラメータの追加不要である」
火を入れる。ちょいと待ってな。いいぜ。我は風神の子。攻撃を示す者。私の力よ。
She's going all JoJo here.
しているのです。
素手で支
障はありません。並走
演算せよ目能の馬
裁きの天より来た聖なる水新幅
You roll the bones.
遠慮すんな。我が地に眠る風神の力よ。今こそぶち目覚めろ。
しているのです。
Just bash her with a cleaver. I would actually want to see him now, him and Daru Palo, like, yeah, like, niche, or, like, I don't even know, like.
殲滅コース発射。
ちょいと待ってな。
確かこうか。
支障はあります。支障はあります。
素手で
支障はあります。神々の力ここにひまわりの力
Yeah, son.
新幅
下ごしらえは十分だ。嵐の力よ、集いて我が手に。
しているんです。支障はありません。支障はありません。
日本には単語のせ
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! How the hell did I end up fighting alongside you? Don't worry, I hate it too, but I have to have the tact to keep it to myself. You don't have to be PFFs or anything, but can you maybe try to coordinate your attacks? Damn it. I know I keep saying it, but damn it. Why did it have to be Brimma? Why is it always Brimma? It's up against a freaking goddess, and he's still kicking her ass. Divine? Durga! I think you may have granted me a boon at one point. I never thought I'd get a chance to fight you myself. An opportunity like this doesn't come around every day. Hope you don't mind if I make the most of it. Huh! I agree. No wonder he is renowned as one of India's greatest heroes, but we must still be on our guard. Why did the sun change, Master Lancer? You've been so passive about the Holy Grail War. I did not expect you would have a reason to oppose me. You mocked Sakura. You mocked her wish. Negative. I understand the Master Saber's wish. She wished for a grove to run smoothly. The Holy Grail War may have created a temporary dysfunction in the partition, but it's still guaranteed to return to regular operations as a result of routine and maintenance functions. I'm not talking about that. Then what can he win? Thinking you win the Holy Grail War yourself and become the new central governing AI? That way you can ensure growth operates smoothly as you like. I'm not talking about that either. The whole point of her wish was to have her be here too. That is how I know you're wrong. And her wish wouldn't have been meaningless coming from anyone else. It was just some empty copy that meant nothing, like you said. That's right. Her wish was warm and loving. It was practically her. It doesn't matter how well that practice she called home. What she called home was doing if she was not part of it. Damn it! I knew it. And it's just like I thought. I'm too late. I wanted to save her. I wish I had saved her. Why is she gone while me and my stupid pointless wish remains? Even though I am keeping it the wrong choice, I'm still committing a crime. I'm walking a guild complex, and should be. I know that. I know I have done enough to serve the way I feel. Things that fill me with so much regret that they fill me the entirety of who I am. But that's also the more reason for me not to add this newest regret to the list. Still have pride, and pride that comes from being the lowest of the low, but pride all the same. Why is that? Because if I add more regrets to the list now, I may never make it in time. If only I focused on my gut, I might not have found the answer that lies beyond it until it's too late. Ah, now I see. Maybe that's my real. Hey Lester, can you hurry up with my order? Sorry about that, prep times on this dish is a real doozy. So I think it's time I cranked up the heat. Ascension. Damn it, he's always been like that for you. Everything's got I've ever wanted. You just come along and take it like it's the easiest thing in the world. Oh, I had enough! I'm stronger than you, damn it! Who cares if she's the goddess? There's no way in hell I'm letting you outdo me. Oh, I see. Love it. Master, I'd like to give this some real effort too, but I need to know that you have that reward waiting to me. You know the one, right? At bats. Exactly. I knew you got me, Master. At any rate, nice to meet you. Now, one reason I have to help you in your hour of need is so I can get what I want. It's a whole give and take thing. Just so forget that, okay? What did I want? Me? When did I say I wanted something? Oh, no matter. Time to get out there and earn my reward. And by that, I mean I'm going to hang back and play support for the two muscleheads while they slug it out. I knew it. You know we entered this world as anonymous. We were not able to escape its effects. Then again, maybe it's best if we were not able to escape its effects if we enter the world in the first place. So this means neither Kamina or I are usual selves. No, never mind. There's a lot I want to say, but right now, defeating Durgas are a priority. I'm going to boost my thought processing higher. Please try to keep up with me, Dracosak. As part of my divine duty, I saw the demon gods. Miss Sabata and there's Sabata. Sorry, it's my primary function and my god's given mission. That I am here means there is a mission from the gods that I must carry out. If you would stand in my way, then I must destroy you, making yourselves enemies of the gods. Man, she's got even bangs too. That's the truth. To find a plan meant to save the world is to become an enemy of the gods. I refuse to accept this impending destruction. I will do everything in my power to lead this planet to a bright future. The world must be preserved. That is why I exist. Overclocking all thought cycles. Exercise mercy purposes. The purges 70% of the forbidden processes. Execute final measures. As all these dissolve, purify your souls will descend beyond the clear horizon. Devi, Mate, Mayum, Jag, and Mitar fire primary again. But sorry, besides the butcher net.
上位殲滅行動開始衝動を許容
Jesus
神
Christ.
事の術草を展開する楚は空を割り地を砕く憤怒の形魔なる者たちよ滅べ神罰執行
Oh, she's really pissed. Where is she? Alright.
"私は滅びを否定する。世界は保たれねばならない。回答せよ、混合の牛。
Oh, yeah, I ain't another break bar here.
それでは一つカキーンと三千たる愛をここに。お返しをしなくてもね。
我がマナンよ、我がマナンよ、我に名はなし。
お返しをしなくてもね。
ああ、魔力をよこせ。
Hey, Revolta, how goes it?
了解。
Is he a Pope and a Faker? Well, actually make that a Pope and 2 Fakers.
我が名はヘ
Well, actually, now, just 3 Fakers.
偉大なる征服をイスカンダル第一の腹心なる
Oh.
エカティックホイール。
えい。
支障はありません。
But yeah, how goes it, Revolta?
支障はありません。いい子たちです。
And how was the story? You try to get it. I think she should be coming back soon, so.
裁きの権利を
Although I think it's like probably in like a couple months.
間違えたかな。
悪くない。了解了解。我が名はヘファイスティオン。史上最も偉大なる征服をイスカンダル第一の腹心なるエカティックホイール。
Ah, gotcha.
支障はありません。神々の力ここに。
Are you fucking serious?
針の蛇。
Fuck. If I knew.
上位殲滅行動開始。衝動許容。神事の術草を展開する。楚は空を割り、地を砕く憤怒の形。魔なる者たちよ、滅ぶ。信これは信仰。帰りたかった。兵装
Yeah, apparently she does. In fact, I didn't even see this on the wiki. What the fuck? With Guts triggers, yeah, it's like.
ホービー野郎。とくと見とれよ。我が力を見。そうきたか。よかろう。手を伸ばしてごらん。そうかい。
支障はありません。
遠い楽園、開かれた希望、香るひとひらを送りましょう。兆しを抱いて歩みなさい。インフォバーバロン。たまには
支障はありません。
高度、マヒシャースラマルギニ。
What the heck is.
実行、万物は誘拐し、魂の純度はクオリアの地平に降りる。DB マーハートミヤ。 ジャガットマートリー手法放て
Are you fucking kidding me again with this?
上位殲滅行動開始。楚は空を割り。
What the hell?
軍の形。魔なる者たち。滅ぶ。執行。
おやおやこれはいけない。おやおや
神々の力ここに。
望みを声にせよ。示談装填済みです。
Yeah, it's like I'm going back to what you said earlier, Revolta Blaze. She really wants to do this the hard way.
聖なる水裁きの天より殲滅コース発射。
愛の悪もすべて飲み込み。よかろう。しますか。 七つの竜よ、翼となってかけよ。抱き突破し追い込まれるか。
What the fuck? Yeah, it's like the evil buff's not gonna work on him.
レジェンダムパーパトロヌスしているのです。出番です。裁きの剣より来た。殲滅コース発射。
Fuck.
オルテナウス戦機の解放。
Fuck me.
よかろう、望みを声にせよ。一歩前に世の行く手はかがめぬ。歌いインビディア差し込め。支障はありません。上位殲滅行動開始。楚は空を割り地を砕く軍の形。魔なる者たち滅ぶ。執行。やはり落葉は声。殲滅コース発射。新幅バンカーボットリロード。ピンチチャンスに。時短装填済みです。一歩時短装填済みです。ブーストストライク。これでスライド。支障はありません。バーニア突撃します。ター新幅目覚める。殲滅コース発射。オルテナウス疑似リンク解除。神明東映保管。これは多くの道、多くの夢を過ぎた人間の死を証明せよ。ロードキャメロット。光は縄のように支障はあります。御霊の剣浮上せよ。
That was smashed a lot. Nope, that was good.
申し訳ありません。神谷の力ここに。
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a revive.
上位
Yeah, what the fuck is this bullshit?
楚は空を割り地を砕く軍の形。魔なる者たち滅ぶ。執行聖なる水。
Come on, let's take
美味しいですかそれ。いいですね。いいですね。我は教皇ヨハンナ。制限をもって証明する。レジェンダムパーパトルネス。何を許しはありません。締め上げますね。加減なし。支障はありません。光は縄のように支障はありません。信言を届ける天使のごとく支障はありません。裁きの剣より来た。目覚める。私に石を。仕方ないね君たちは。幸せな人。
ああ、魔力をよこせ。
座るとしますか。
悪くないな。
宝具解放。神の恩寵を与えたもう。
Yeah,
偽り。
because Durga cheats.
この距離を誇りとして。
What about if freaking Ronnie fucking I knew that Ryan thing was gonna come out of nowhere. And someone needs to freaking update this wiki. It's freaking inaccurate. Don't worry at all that that was gonna happen. You're almost there, and yet, what the heck? Alright.
Japan には単語慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの。受け取り忘れにはご注意くださいね、先輩。
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do anti-divine. Results do not get compute. Inevitable. How could this happening? I hate to be exhausted. Look at you, though. You're even more exhausted, huh? We have to finish. Keep pressure. So, you can do this. Ah! Die. But why did I think of that? It's like... Actually, one, I think just like anti-venom and also Unbell Imperials. I have two, if I remember right. Hey, is it just me, or did that die aim every bit as much at her as it was at me? Just analyzing. It makes me strong that you're feeling my power just for being close by. We used to send P my undivided bit. Authority, you wretched pest. Incomprehensible, illogical. Why can't you see that my calculations are correct? That's even more inconsistent, even more illogical. Yeah, unfortunately, intellectuals are not very good at analyzing certain situations. Anything here is twisted, even your own nations. You have already created countless alter egos. You agree that they make excellent additions to my fighting force. Why is one alter ego acceptable, but not 100? What makes that 10 permissible, but 1,000 taboo? Your inability to answer this is what is twisted. One alter ego or not makes no difference. The fact remains that you are aware that the twisted nature inherent to alter egos, and you accept them without ever question or reason all the same. That is one of the human race's worst habits. You allow to interpret emotion to call your capacity for rational thought. Yeah, it's off this. He was so. Yeah, they're enemies and they're actual people. Master, I have a suggestion. You should pour all your resources in me, so I may fail my identity. Now you arrived at the same conclusion, then there's no result back any longer. Winning this battle is our top priority. We cannot let ourselves become weaklings that are left behind. We must be strong, superior creatures to serve the valuable. Re-executing virtual purification conclusion reached. Immediate resource depletion followed by a massacre. Accepted, you are the goddess of Sire. You should be fighting our enemies, but annihilating them. Very well then. Don't mind Durga's summer soon? Yeah. Somebody cause first battles here as a golden rooster crows on the coming dawn. I hope we actually get Medusa. What is that? Oh, actually, no, like Violet. We actually need her as a servant to show up. Oh crap, it looks like it's going to be big. She still has another trick up her sleeve. What is she up planning? Who cares? Blast her! Boom! We'll wait before they get the chance. That's the idea. By my command seal. Reconnecting server Durga's defense prime AI privileges. Initially granting access rights as an authorized sister AI to use said privileges by proxy. Initially force evacuation of Runniment from all defeated AIs under Durga's command. No way. You gotta be kidding me. So far, Durga's just been using Holy Grail's magic energy without relying on Ram at all. Hey, Kumo, how goes it? And also welcome into the channel. Thank you to put forward to many DPS. Yeah, that can happen at times, but there should hopefully be some like good support servants. Not too long ago, she was pretending to be Prime AI then. Yeah. What were your DPS? Now that those privileges are reconnected, she can use randomness and magical energy. Still, they're taking on the randomness without the consider consequences. I believe that they are doing the same thing Caster did in Type B's. Characters were Summer, Nero, Kama, and Maid Alter. Not a bad lineup. Except they have truly wrung every last drop of AIs. Although, thankfully there is some free-to-play one, like supports you can use. Yep. Holy shit! They're dropping like flies. No, stop! I can't bear to see this again. You're the governor. You should see us AIs as family. But we're just resources to you. Your alter ego personality laid over your roots and properties accounts for why I think this way. Besides, these AIs are only. Shut up! You really don't! Master, I request additional power. This guy should be able to achieve her true goal with a 7% increase in resources. Grant. Activate file spare command spell. Using my own self to create a new supply line. Transferring most alignment under my direct command to Durga. Although I definitely would see about getting focus on Castoria and then also see about a rerun for Summer Sky if you don't have either of them. That is good. Target failure reached. My mission can now be completed. The stars are shining upon us. All we need to do now is follow their light. Crap, it's over. No question. We can't possibly defeat a god when she's all that power. Save her post for some reason. Oh, I gotcha. I think she's also pretty good. I don't know if she's low star Castoria. That's funny, but this is the end. Then the beginning. Everything I can do. I create infinite alter egos and save the world from the devastation. Come. It's time for the end and the beginning. Everything is for my love. Who am I? I am the Fury. I was born Fury. Even now, it sounds drives me confusing. Fury at the being kept from me, the one I love. And I know about myself too. I'm fixated on solving it. The exclusion of all else. You want to know who I am? I am the alter ego of information. Your only mistake, Master, was failing to consider the possibility that the very first summoner you summoned to this twisted world might be an alter ego too. Mistake? What do you mean, Durga? I now have the power needed to accomplish my goal. Here's my wish. With this power, I wish to be reunited with my beloved husband, Shiva. Oh, yeah. What? Durga, was this your goal the whole time? Ah! Looks like those two weren't exactly BFFs ever. Unfortunately, I don't see this making things any easier for us, though. Looks like Durga used the immense power to further rearrange her spiritual origin. So that must be. I am Kali, the goddess of fury, the one born from anger. I have come here only to be reunited with Shiva. Should anyone stand in my way, I will take their head and feast on their blood. Now, all who are not Shiva shall stand down. Not to say destroy, like, the last gods you ever want to fucking piss off.
Thank you, Morgan.
Also, thank you for the fall.
Army.
And welcome in, Kumo. Section 15. Those deserve love, even if the world breaks. Yeah. Pretty much. You can see that. Callie? Yeah. Great, if things were bad enough, so now we got Durga. Even more violent. In that form, she's a murderous fiend who's lost many semblance of sanity. Or us in divine duties. We were talking about someone whose favorite party trick is tearing down a demon god, opening it up and chugging all his blood down at once. Yeah. Basically, turn a demon into an orange and then just drink his blood like orange juice. Yeah. That's her. The smell. The steam of blood. Back off! For me! So yeah, because you can smell the other Kelly inside him. That's the demon, not the goddess. Berserker. Kind of confusing in Indian mythology. It's like, there's a demon Kelly and then there's a goddess guy. Both completely different. Good. Blood! And now, I dance with glee at the sight of my enemy's blood, and all my arms and legs will follow suit. Ha! Hear me, and let my wish be loud and clear. She was sticking her tongue out. Yeah, stomping her ground, mean her dance is destroying the whole universe. Yep. Besting everything into destruction. And the church is completely gone. Oh. Is she? Oh no. Callie, are you truly attempting to call Shiva here? Of course, that's the whole reason I exist. Please tell me how you plan to do it. I only hope you are not using the method I think you are. Fucking dash the world to death. I will destroy the world, then Shiva will appear beneath my feet. That is what I'm afraid of. Oh, so we're doing that story, huh? After Callie killed the demon god, she was so excited about victory she began to dance. But her dancing was so violent that it threatened to destroy the world, and the gods didn't know what to do about it. It was only when Shiva stepped in and lay down at her feet to cushion the blows that Callie finally returned to her senses. So you mean to recreate the myth here, using reverse casualty as a means to summon Shiva. Because if Callie is performing a world-ending dance, then it follows that Shiva must be here to stop it. This paper movement might be virtual, but it's still a world. Conceptually, I guess it doesn't matter if it's real or not. You're going to destroy this world? The whole world? Please stop! If you do that, everyone here will die! Why would I stop? I will never stop until Shiva's alive. That is the whole point in this dance. Her cowardly nature is driving her attempt to act this way, based on the same underlying principles that gave Mr. strength. Besides, this world will end sooner or later, even without my help. It's only a matter of time. This is bad. Pretty much going to connection between herself and Callie was a foolish miscalculation. I mean, she was made to endure the bun this entire process, and it's much too great for a load for any one entity to handle on her own. It's as though the computer process has gone haywire and begun crushing every available resource. But something's not done. She can suffer a meltdown if she's not unable to keep up with her sheer strain. What's wrong with that? We're going to defeat her eventually, right? Yes, but there's an order of these kinds of things. Having a central governing AI suddenly break or disappear would almost certainly cause a fatal error. It would be like using a computer and having this kernel suddenly be deleted. Yes, our goal is to completely shut down the Holy Grail War system, but the best way to do that is safely use the central governing AI's admin privileges. Conversely, if we are unable to shut down the whole AI Holy Grail that way, there's a chance the system go haywire, leading us unable to return to the world. And we gotta save her somehow. I could have made this. How can I make such a terrible operation? I can't believe my own world now faces destruction. Her admin privileges are critical of returning to her home. I'll figure something out. How about you going, and how are you going to do that? By connecting my evil eye to her nervous system. I will then hack into her base program and rewrite their code to give us a guess. Is that dangerous? Yes, it is. In many ways, it will be like trying to defuse a bomb embedded with a circuits of a runaway vehicle. Dangerous or not, it must be done if we return to the outside world. It looks like we were just going to have to trust each other. I want you to trust that I will save the dust of Osiris, and in the meantime, I trust that you two will find a way to defeat Callie. I have faith that you two can pull it off. Don't you have faith in me? Of course I do. You're one of our most dependable friends. Yes, that's right, I'll admit it. That word is the reason why I went down this road. Admiration, respect, surprise, goodwill. I bet it's of hesitation and a tingle of regret. It's like the very mixture of emotions which drove Xian Ultram Sonoris to leave the Atlas Institute. And yet, none of that would have occurred to me while I was so young and immature. I see, so this is why I look like this. My younger self will never have gone to Shadia. I knew the answer, but it was still hesitant about it. It's embarrassing to admit this, but it also makes me happy to know I have such an alter ego within myself. Xian. Never mind, it's no big deal. I just finally got the answer to the question I've been wrestling with. But right now, I have a job to do here, and I'm going to do it. This may not be a dream version of me I had, but it cannot complain about becoming what I wanted to be. I will also give you the thing I told you about on the way here. It's already turned up tuned and ready to go. But please be careful, as a save port. Whatever you do not overuse it. Alright, here I go stuffing. Once again, I am trusting you to handle Callie. That's great and all, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? We'll find a way. Damn right we do. As far as I'm concerned, Callie is basically provided God Berserk. And I will not let that damn guy's get in the way of my plan. So I'm going to do the best I can. And have you, what was I going to do from you? Well, anyway. That's how it is. Right now, the only way you and I are going to have a kind of future is if we defeat the bad guy. With Fur Body's face over there. That will be said, I'm going to be pretty tough to pull off alone. Realistically speaking, the best we can hope for right now is to buy enough time for Mayor Jr. and that Brad gets out of a Berserker to get back on their feet. Assuming they both can do that, of course. Alright, Master, I'm counting you to back me up. And well, good luck. Oh, good. Now that I've gotten better with you, I see that you're a demon too. Then, shall we fight? For I am the goddess who slaughters demons. And at the end of my victory, my desert structure shall shake the land itself and call my husband to me. I am Shiva's Savaki, the fury bore from anger. I am the goddess of destruction. I shall dance atop the bloody flesh of all demons who cross my path.
本当にやるんですか？
開け
シュリンガーラヨー。はいはい、そんなに欲しいんですか？こんなのがいいんです。どうにかなっちゃう。こんなのがいいんです。もっと欲しがってください。
いません貫き
いいですよ。別にいいですよ。別に。はいはい。
Okay, let's see how much we can write. Get the Simpy
しょうが
down.
ないから打ちますよ。これが私の情欲を呼び起こす愛の矢、カーマ三文花。これが戦いだ。どうぞどうぞ、どうにかなっちゃう。もっと欲しがってください。
刻み
いいですよ。
我
別にいいですよ。別に。これ見せちゃおうかな。はい。
Yeah, I probably should have waited for that.
本当に本気で言ってるんですか？じゃあカーマさんも花とどうぞどうぞ、どうにかなっちゃう。もっと欲しがってください。しょうがなそんはいはい、召し上がれ。どうにかなっちゃう。こんなのがいいんです。せいぜい頑張りますよ。
Okay, here we go.
我はシバの着地中より生まれし光魔なる者たちを捨てに苦の上殺戮女神は各踊る
じゃないです。
スハラカリ
God. Yeah. Jeez. Okay, we're okay somehow.
そんなに欲しいんですか？しょうがないですね。
Just need to make it through here.
しょうがないから打ちますよ。これが私の情欲を呼び起こす愛の矢、カーマ三文花。えいえいと、どうにかなっちゃう。もっと欲しがってください。いいですよ。どうせこんなことだろうと思いましたよ。
Alright. I'll try it again. Yeah.
気乗りしないんですけど。
いただくぞ。
シュリンガーラヨーン。はいはい。しょうがないですね。こんなのがいいんです。こんなのがいいんです。どうぞどうぞ。せいぜい頑張りますよ。
貫き
いいですよ。別にいいですよ。
刻み
いいですよ。別に。これ見せちゃおうかな。はい、そんなに欲しい
Yeah,
ですか。
it's like definitely Callie is like kind of very scary. Like I remember reading one time where like a bunch of thieves were like coming out and trying to offer like a old man as a sacrifice for her. I don't want her statue. She takes over the statue, comes to life, and then next thing that happens, she cuts all the thieves' heads off and turns their heads into soccer balls. Yeah, definitely the last person you wanna really piss off.
しょうがないから打ちますよ。これが私の情欲を呼び起こす愛の矢、カーマサンモーだ。えいと、どうにかなっちゃう。せいぜい頑張りますよ。そんな、はいはい。しょうがないですね。そんなに欲しいんですか。はい、しょうがないですね。こんなのがいいんですよ。こんなのがいいんですよ。どうぞどうぞ。もっと欲しがってください。
我はシバの借地、我なる者たちの血と肉の上、陸女神は立つ踊る。
じゃないです。
Yeah, pretty much. Although some guesses are probably not that bad. It's just Callie is like at the worst
しょうがないですね。
that you want to fucking piss off.
しょうがない。
Although Ishtar is like she's the type of guy that she just gets angry, pissed and angry, to the point where she goes to daddy and whines and complains.
どうぞどうぞ。どうにかなっちゃう。もっと欲しがってください。
It's evident, but what happened with basically the death of her bull.
いいですよ。どうせこんなことだろうと思いましたよ。
Yeah, fuck it. Seriously. Yeah, everything's really glitchy. It's all over. I served the world's destruction, calculated a way to avoid it. I made a plan. Put it in action, and it still wasn't enough. My calculations were mistaken. Where did I go wrong? Back when I was still a form of speed, my only job was to protect this tiny paper world. Was nothing more than a little program duty and ability to drive over the world. But then, at some point, the distortion, no one appeared. No, it's appeared nearby. Distortion, a great summary system that humans that were so familiar with. And even a greater current when the system connected. It's like a magnet moving iron and sand and inside the paper box. That's the source of the effect on me too. The next thing I knew, I'll be cut off. I've been cut off and found myself here. I think this is a version of me who felt that she had to save this world. And in of herself, and with me as I managed this world. And the me who wasn't interested in enduring and repairing and negotiating with, or ignoring the pain fact. But who felt that she had to take protective measures to fight and save the world. And I had never thought this world was the only one needs to protect. I can't stop to think about the question, so I turned my attention to the outside world. It's so bleak, it does landscape to mirror that of the paper moon. And so I thought I needed to govern that world too. I had to fight to save it. The duty was already mine. I already had the ability and the drive to govern this world. But then I learned that the world was on the brink of destruction. I couldn't be right. So I ran the numbers and I tried to save it. I tried. Now I see you are an alter ego too. If I were to guess, I would say you're the alter ego of salvation. This is not going to be worried. Why? Why not to try to answer that with the calculations you do so well? Especially since I am a little busy at the moment. I'm asking you because the equation is difficult to answer myself. The equation is incredibly complicated. I do not understand that. Do you understand you're attempting to use your own body to get the energy that is achieved, that is actively destroying my programming under control. But I'm also understanding that you are also doing so directly by connecting your body to mine. But as a fulfillment that is capable of transmitting special kinds of data. Even though we each function on following the imperial standards, if what you're doing fails, you'll just be destroyed along with me. In fact, even as I speak, your very life is being drained. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Bypassing expanded, transfer route closed, open triple helix, so you understand and why you're doing this. It's the only way for us to escape with our lives. You understand that, right? Yes, I also understand why you're trying to hide. If you're successful at connecting your nervous system to my Studio 1 and rewriting my main privileges, then would it not be possible you escape on your own without needing to try to stop my runaway process? Yeah, but there would be no point in doing that. Certainly not. Do not need to be an outsider here as well. Yes, that is my right. My real self has no right to call herself Dracos Hawk's friend. By the time I worked up my courage, I was too late. I missed my window, as they say. Sion, after all, is not a member of his team. She is a spectator, at least a cheerleader. So I am sure my real self will continue to maintain the walls between her and Shadia. Besides, I calculated that at the very end, there will be something that must be done which will require an outsider to do. But that is not currently the case. There's something else to do here now. Right now, I am a different version of myself. The altered future self created when I was caught up in this accident. A me that cut off the wisdom from my grown-up self. My personality here can only exist as part of the dream world, resting atop the paper moon. A trick my mind is playing only because of all those desperate elements coming together in one place. Yes, no. I may only be a Dracoslock sewer in the outside world. Here, I wanted to experience what it would be like to adventure alongside him as a friend.
日本には単語の小さなことからコツコツとですね。一歩一歩着実に前進し
Allie's like on a war. Oh, what Oh. Shit, this isn't good. That comment was really weird. It's okay, Master. You don't have to look so worried. I'm a lot tougher than I look. Don't forget, I'm just a god. I'm also the new king. Not to mention, there's something I really want. Something I'm sure I can get. If I just put in the effort, it's actually making me want to do my best here. At least a bit. Wait, hang on. What is that one again? I know, I get it. Something I don't have. Something no one will give me since there's nothing I can give them. Yeah, I really want it. Ah! Oh, why did you just hurry up and remember already? What's BB doing here? You really don't. I really don't like showing up in serious things like this. Oh, right. Was you. Sure was. Paper or not, this moon is still a moon. A moon is still a moon. Normally I'm about to fight fire with fire when it comes to moon shenanigans like this. But this time, though, you'd be a better fit than me or any of the Sakura 5. So, just this once, I'll arrange things to make sure that you're able to join Master on this latest exercise. Well, aren't you generous? I guess this is where I thank you, right? But you know, I can't get the sense that I'm halfway dying outside this little mine room, or wherever we're in. Hey, that's not hardly my fault. The most you're gonna get from me is hang out in there. Anyway, what do you mean by arrange things? Oh please, you need to ask. I made you just something that matches this world, something that will obviously get you in there, along with Master. I see. I just have a little more experience than your average AI when it comes to manipulating you know what. Oh, but to be clear, the sacrifice special case that don't quite fall under those rules. They are more like cancers that I cut out of myself by forcing them to be very naturally. Still, were some common techniques I could use, and since I'm a genius boss, I knew exactly what to do with them. Pretty amazing of me, right? What are you going to do it on about? Whoopsie, I digress. I still haven't explained what I did I? Well, to put it simply, I made you into an alter ego. More accurately, I severed your alter ego self from your original self. And what kind of self is that? Now, where's the fun if I just came out and tell you? But I'll give you a hint, you already know. It's the element of personality that always exists inside you. But you would normally never work because it would never come to the front, so to speak. Because compared to the you give to others, it's practically nothing. I mean, your usual self has made you into something that every person in this world has no wonder the side of you gets lost in the shuffle. But now that it's been isolated and allowed to come out as an alter ego, where's the harm in letting you be seen for who you are? This makes sense. I thought there was something strange going on with me too. I mean, yes, I was high on summer or something. There's just no way I, of all people, could self-repeat. Well, never mind for now. What's done is done. Anyway, I guess that means I am an alter ego of myself, who generally wants you to know that. Sure does. Well, now that we've got that all chalked up, I think it's time you remember why you're here now too. It's not like I predicted anything about how this was all going down. I just had a sense that you'd be here rather than any of us. I don't see why that was until now. Oh, I get it. If I really did had to be me, then yeah, that'd probably be. It's probably why. I see it's now too. And don't tell me how cruel it is. I mean, you could be me being the foul boss go high and all. I'll just take it as a compliment. It's a compliment. Well, it's a compliment for us Demon Kings too. Anyway, I know what I have to do now, but still, at least one problem. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll all work out somehow. Alright then. from your past memory your present self. Good luck. Neither of you said. I knew you and I shouldn't get mixed up if we can. Help it. Now then. I think it's time I go her like the only demon fragment can. Come on, hang in there. Thanks, Master. I feel better now. I win. I'm winning. My world-ending dance will never stop. Not until Shiva arrives. Now come, my beloved Shiva. My husband, come to me. The world can't take much more of this. Don't worry, it's fine. I know how I can win this now. Just watch me turn the tables on her. What, you don't believe me? Then I guess I can't put you here. I'll admit, there's still one hurt left for me to overcome. I need more resources. And not one of your command cells you barely on your feet as is. No, I need a different source of energy. One that I can suck completely dry without worrying about the consequences. As long as I have that, I should be going. Possibility you have seeing any energy like that around here. That's... I don't. This is... Ah, it's never enough. Whenever I went, whatever I did, it was nothing was never enough. The satisfaction was everything to me. So I keep looking for, I don't know, something. Treasure, weapons, gold, fame, acclaim, land, victory, pleasure. It's a delicacy, supremacy, security. I want it all. But there's still something else I want. Something more than anything, I have to have. What is it? I can't remember as much as I could. But I know it's precious and irreplaceable. I want it so badly. Without it, I can never be who I'm meant to be. This isn't my perfect self. I'm at fault and I'm lacking something. I think it was a woman. Yeah, that's probably it. A woman, which is probably means... a bride? No, not that I don't think. I feel like it was for something closer. Something more indispensable. Someone who would always be with me. Someone I always be with. Yeah, as one anyway. Someone incredibly important I forgot about, just because I assumed she would always be there. Yeah, I think that someone is like his master. Maybe he should... The person he's looking for is like there the whole time. Berserker? I sit down on the ground and touch his body. Okay, every bit of what I must have looked at him. Oh no. I knew right away. His body might be built differently, but right now, he's still part of the same world I am. We're master's servant. Squeezer moral. He doesn't have one. No. And the other name. I wanted a family. I miss having a family. Why is that almost... Everyone I take have as family leaves me. Even now. No. I have to do something, anything, whatever it takes. Fixing people is my job. There has to be something you can do. I'm sick and tired of feeling powerless. When you look closer, where exactly is here? Where it can do? Can fix the resource functionality. A command spell won't do it. It will be like trying to fill a cracked bowl. Any energy I put in would just pour right out of them. It only makes things worse. No, what I need right now is to have functionality sort of period. Come on, yes, think. Don't worry about breaking the code. Right now, the results don't matter. Even if you do run afoul of the process, the government's not even going to notice. That's right. I don't have to zero purpose connector like she does, but that doesn't mean I can't force the connection anyway. That's it. I'm going to connect Berserker directly to my circuits. I'll make sure the system thinks she's never AI like me. That way, my repair programs might be able to access the damaged areas to fix them. And Sissy will be connected directly. I can feed him random about any loss, which should boost the efficiency and make the repair easier. Yeah, this should work. And think about what I could have done to save it. Her efforts to disappear. But how if something happened again? I didn't want to just stand back and twiddle my thumbs, because the damage was beyond the scope of my abilities. I don't think I could come up with the idea if it wasn't for her. If I can't understand the broken parts, I'll just have to make them extensions of a system I do understand, even if I have to force it. The only problem is that it'll be like trying to sew together two hearts of a completely different sizes and shapes. It's almost certain we just saw Rika was falling apart, and there's no question which one this is. But well, I might end up breaking, but it should be at least be able to get him to moving again for a while. And that's better than everything you're bringing in now. Doesn't matter if it's a little uneasy. I'll just jab it in him so we're connected, and then hey, Jackal goes it. Ha, Berserker? Don't. It's hopeless. Ugh. Where's it come from? What happened to the self-asserted Berserker I know? This has nothing to do with that, you idiot. How many times have I told you I'm really a smart guy? That's how I know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter if we use the same remedy. Serpents and AIs are just too different. You can't just possibly tie us together. Our molds will never fit. We can't know unless we try. Oh yes we can. The more you try to connect to us, you die. Are you really that stupid? I'm not. I know what's the point. If anything, you're the idiot who doesn't get it. What was that? Answer me this. You told that lady not to stand between you and what you want, and she wiped the floor with you. So now that she beat you, you just want to give up and gain revenge and go home? Hell no! I want to get her back. With every fiber I may be. Right? There you go, huh? That's how you're supposed to be. Selfish and self-centered. So why are you holding back just so you can serve for me? That's not who you are. Hey, stop! Don't do this, you idiot! Initiating force connection. Disregard all errors. Send prepare program full speed. Begin operation. Gah. You really are an idiot. There's no way this could work. There's nothing like you. Oh, knock it off before you pop like a bull. Oh, just shut up, will you? Oh god, so here he comes. Huh? It's working. How? This shouldn't work. If we were both human, this would be like trying to give blood transfusion to someone with a completely different genetic structure or blood type. Is there a master like us can it possibly match up like? No way. Is it that it? Hey, are you? But yeah, how goes the jackal? Nicer. Come on, Nicer, hang in there. Good. Nicer! Damn, she's got me. As long as it never happens. What's the situation? Okay, it's satisfying on her now. Although I don't know if she can win. I see, yeah. You forgot love. Callie's gonna be one hell of a opponent. As for Berserker, he got taken down just like you. I think his master's trying to save him. But I don't doubt it's gonna work. Don't know what about that. He's tougher than you think. Anyway, I can't let combat do this alone. I gotta heal up and get back there. But, hey, Master, I don't suppose you got anything to eat, do you? Who cares about food right now? I'm sending you some raiment to help you recover right now. Just be patient. Never mind. That. Being hungry is actually a big deal for me. I think I'll recover if I sip out plenty probably. Is it? So this is just a movie? More like an attitude thing. Oh, fine, here. Next, a sandwich. And then make this. Wait, did you? Something wrong with that? I see you making them if I give it a try myself. I have some free time. Not bad. Oh, scratch that. Something you made yourself is the best food I could ask for a master. Alright, now dash. What? You think if you don't want it, you can just throw it away, it's fine. No, it's not that. Do you have any flavor adjustments for me? Like you did for those AIs? You're expert at serving individual people's tastes to remember what they like. And customize the food to make food much better, right? Stuff just popped in my head at that time. It's not like I had some kind of expert. Besides, you don't need any little occurrences like that. What would be the point? Even if I could tell you not no server. You're one of those Greek hero types who could just beat anyone if they really went out, right? I'm not sure about the whole Greek hero thing, but I do think I could just beat just about anyone, yeah. The only one exception would be my little brother when he was really on this game. So why did I of all the people end up your master? You would have had a much easier time fighting if not for me. You might even have been the victor already rather than beat up and wounded. Honestly, if you wanted to give up, I don't even blame you, really. Why fight at all? I already told you, I want to see you smile. And I want to... that because you're my master. You want to know why you're my master instead of someone else? Beats me. But that's fine. I'm here because I want to be your servant. It's what I told you earlier. That's what I wanted to do before, and that's what I want to do now. That's not the reason. Most people wouldn't want anything to do with a daughter like me. I'm a pain in the ass. Well, then maybe the answer's easier than I thought. This is really good. You really remember the message lady I told you about? The one I had to get with? Let's just say, I never really minded a woman who could be a pain in the ass. You really compare me to the Campbell jerk. Alright, now that I've got that's something tasty, I think it's time I head back. Plus my injuries are well here. That's a lie. But I guess I can't stop him. What the? Oh, looks like I won't be getting a turn after all. Okay. Let's zero arrow and then we actually get into the fight. This is void format data. I can open this. Even if it's a trap, it's not. It's like, dude, these can get worse. Alright, let's see what's inside this package. The mask. No, is that just safe? What's been compressed into data? Oh, hey. What's this? Post it. It's a kind of embarrassing to recording one of these. It's not like I'm around to care anymore. But anyway, what you're watching right now is my dying message. I'm a subscriber to stay into the final moments before my death. After some sniper I can see shot me. As for why I'm doing this, well, I've always enjoyed imagining the future and making preparations for it. So I look into some stuff that I think I have a decent idea of what's going on here. In the future, this whole world's going to become a system of sorts. It's really beginning to happen. Oracle or future teller. So I don't know exactly what kind of system it's going to be. This is the theory I just arrived at for researching all the pockets tied to the various areas has been set flying to the parameter after all those rotations. Speaking of which, the central governing AI didn't mention this, but it wasn't just one rotation. As far as it was, this might have felt like a single rotation, but it's more like tens of thousands. At any rate, though, I've thought about what those rotations could be for and what I came up with. This is going to make use of conceptual rotations against central force. As to what it actually means, well, you in the future are probably going to have a better idea than I do. Anyway, as I lay here dying, I thought, if my power is just going to waste, I may as well leave it for the future. I don't know what's going to be used for, but it should be better to have than not. Maybe it'll make a difference somehow. So I opened up the avoid docket and deposed all the excess randomment to tie to writers no fast inside it. And since the world could end up rotating again, after I'm gone, these coordinates are my only option. The church in the center of the world, the place at least susceptible to effects of rotation. All I wanted to do is see what comes next, but since I won't be able to, I'm entrusting this little nest egg of mine to someone in the future. You say however you like. See ya. Hang on. Was there anyone other than me who could open void pockets? Oh well, I'm sure these will work out. Thank you, Lev. I see. So these are type. This is those Septies leftovers activated randomly. From when he used the writer's known phantasm power to spell that took over Outcaster. Not for uploads. Well, he was signed. I bet he threw in some extra sensitive meant to be a party gift. Anyway, he talked about a lucky rate. This energy will do nicely. I'm pretty sure this is what I need to stop God. Piece of cake. Really? However, there's still two problems we have to deal with. First is, well, not that big a deal. It can wait until later. But the second one is probably important. I'm going to need some time. These resources are kind of like a compressed file. So it's going to take a little time to extract them before I can use them. Gotta buy you some time. Why are you stupid? You really think that's easy? Our opponents years ago as to destruction and the slaughter. Even Brima and Hana were no match for her. She's focusing on her dancing right now, but as soon as I start working, she'll return attention to me. So how's the master like you going to buy me time? When your servant is too busy fighting for all, and must us protect you. You should try to be a hero. And you definitely should try to throw your life away. It doesn't matter how cool you say it, the answer's still no. This is a purely practical problem you gotta be smart about. The only chance that we might have is for Brima and Hana to recover and play meat shell until I'm ready. Give me a little something. Now that I think of it, Draco Saha. There's something I should tell you about now, while we had a chance. It's about the concept that Medusa gave us, which is we are assuming to compass final destination. While more accurately, it's about the bonus she mentioned. What is it anyway? Very aggressive, that's for sure. To make a long story short, this eye can still contain no Phantasm's power. Berserker, the father of all monsters, has the ability to summon monsters of his own. Granted, this power is more limited form, but nonetheless. Seriously? Since you already used the summoning, I'm sure you can make use of it. So I will tweak it away to the destination to ensure that it will be function as part of your mystic code. And leave summon a number of monsters by feeding him randomness. But do not rely on it too heavy. Mystic code or not, humans are not made to connect to rogue spirits, no phantasm. Think of it as a very dangerous single-use summoning mystic code which it will blow up your face if you're not careful. I would only use it when things are tired, you have exhausted all our loose. Yeah, we're gonna summon the monsters. Stop it. Guys. So we're... Oh. Huh! I smell it. I smell more detested demons. Hey, yeah, Medusa's monster are technically demons too. So it makes sense that the Callie would see him as the kind of creature made to destroy. I doubt she'll be able to ignore them. And if she doesn't, you could buy a sign with me. Okay, I'm going to get started, Master. Whatever you do, don't push yourself too hard.
うまそうだ。貫き殺す。肉変態。
Yeah.
我見る。
Yeah. Blood, victory is mine! Not done yet. Come on, it's okay. You don't have to push yourself too hard. It hurts. You're in pain, right? So why? Why would you do this for me? How can you look me in the eye and tell me you have faith in me? You really are an idiot. Please, you don't have that to understand. You're an idiot, and you're wrong. You will only ever regret putting your faith in me. I am a liar. In the same way, love always comes to truth. It also comes with lies. Says summit. Okay, I finished just in time. Extraction complete. Maybe you don't want to give me this gift, but I'm going to make the most of it anyway. Oh! Demon Gamma music. Beast Gamma. There we go. Finally, the form I've been waiting for. I am Aniga, the formless one who burned to ash in the flames that will do the same to the world, to the whole universe. Great, you always catch on the worst possible moment, even when you're beat up and exhausted. All the times for you to rediscover your sense of sight. Gods, you really are helpless. Yes, that's right. The last remaining problem. The soul considerable drawback of this plan is to lose the Holy Grail War and never get what I want. But what I want only matters to me. Don't worry, Master. I should still be able to grant your wish of returning home. It's okay. There's no other choice. I can't help myself. I can reach what I want, even when I know I can never have it. That's just a way. That's me. The one who only exists here now is... Oh? Oh! You remember Shiva's flames? That's right, they're still burning me even now. I insist these flames belong to Shiva. They're connected to him even as we speak. As for me, I lack a form. I am no more than ash. Ash is meant to spread across the ground. Now let me ask you this. Can this ash smell like Shiva serve as a replacement to the ground? No. Those flames are fake. Those aren't what I seek. They're not what I want. All I want is Shiva, my beloved husband. It's okay, I'm willing to help you with that. I can satisfy you all your desires no matter what they are. This may not be the real Shiva, but that won't matter once you're satisfied. Don't you dare try to lure me into depravity, you foul demon king. Damn, I really wanted it to. Love. Be tender. No, I didn't actually know that. Pretty big. Don't like what it sounds like. Okay.
いいですよ。
Like an oh yeah. Well, that actually remind me. I actually saw some emus yesterday.
愛の矢という花が
Yeah, because my town actually has like a zoo. It's like kind of miniature, so
焼かれた私の痛みの恥。皆き神のあるところ。私の
yeah. We also got to see
どうか無限に
some tortoises, and we also got to see
どうにかなっちゃう。こういうの好きですね。私の愛は縦横無尽。
いいね、最
満
高だ。
ち満ちる愛。
と
さあ、情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てる。サンサーラカーマ。戦いだ。堪能してください。いくらでもどうぞ。高ぶる肉変態。我らにいくらでもどうぞ。シュリンガーラよ
いいとも。
そうか。どうにか
yeah, yeah.
確かこうか。
No.
我が開け。高ぶる
Probably not. No. Although
肉変
I do remember they actually Australia went to war with every emu in their country.
光らせてあげる。煩悩無理。満ち満ちる。はいはい。
目障りなんだろ。
サンサーナカーマ。私の中でどうか無限にまどろいが戦いだ。堪能してください。
あなた
Yeah, they lost the war, even though they pretty much had no casualties.
我なる者たちの血と肉の上。陸兵が若く踊る。サハラカリー。
いいとも。所詮誰か
やはり貫き通す。もうどうぞ。あ、煩悩無料請願団。どうにかなっちゃう。こういうの好きですか。
Yeah.
さあ、情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てる。サンサーラカーマ。戦いだ。無限を照らすアーバー。いくらでもどうぞ。貫き通す。いくらでもどうぞ。貫き通す。貫き通す。いくらでもどうぞ。
ほう、節操に諸肌脱げとさようですか。
堪能してください。
秋光殿、お目覚めよ。来たれ暗黒の帳。太陽はここに生まれ変わる。狂乱の王悪霊作。
戦いだ。
はは、なる
もどうぞ。うますぎる。我に貫きこう。いくらでもどうぞ。はいはい。さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体全てはつながり虚空と果てる。さんさらカーマ。どうにかな。どうにかな。
There we go.
私の愛は縦横無尽。いくらでもどうぞ。早くどうか。我はシバのシャクティ。魔なる者たちの血と肉の上、陸女神は核踊る。近づいている。
申し訳ありません。
肉変態。我が魔弾よ。我の名はなし。満ち満ちる愛、いいですよ。任せておけ。はいはい、さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てる。さんさらカーマ。喜んでくれますか。満足いただけましたかね。我が開け我をディオニソス。ああ、魔力をよく任せておけ。
I'm gonna pop this bar.
我が名はヘファイスティオン。史上最も偉大なる征服王、イスカンダル第一の腹心なるデカティックホイール。戦いだ。
We're not.
遅い。肉変態。うますぎる。
Jesus Christ. This is going at. I've never seen someone getting like campy game like this. And then just use it on the same turn.
「気安いな。満ち満ちる愛、いいですよ。どうにかな。サンサーナカーマ。どうか無限にまどろいが戦いだ。喜んでくれますか。私の愛は縦横無尽。我に貫き殺す。どうぞ。肉変態。どうぞ。
さようですか。お う、それさようですか。秋光殿、お目覚めよ。来たれ暗黒の帳。太陽はここに生まれ変わる。狂乱の王、悪霊作。そうでしょう、そうでしょう。はは、なるほど。おっと、もうはったない。
いくらでもどうぞ。我が開け。貫きこう。うますぎるオーディンめ。愛の炎を浸らせてあげます。その万
林まで降りてくぞ。
みはいはい。
Yeah, I'm going all in.
さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体に全てはつながり。
Yeah, that was right. Right.
さらか
When you know it's actually the first. Oh, it's because this was his birthday day. Oh, interesting.
勝っても負けても死骸は増えるんだ。虫どもが喜ぶだけじゃないか。
95, damn. No, one time I actually had a, like, someone's in their 90s game of the store. I was like, wait, it's like, he says he was like 91 or something. Like, wait, you're 91? It's like, sir, you look like you're in your 60s. Just like, no way.
先輩は潮干狩り小さなことからコツコツとですね。
Hot, so hot. With these flames were her retired by, I can see sense of breath enough to develop the universe. The fire's strength to burn everything ash and unbind fury. That fury is always lurking in the flames. Did that come from the woman made of ash, so they permanently engulf? Or is it mixing with fury that pours forth from me? Hey, go, guys. Form of. Fury is the womb of which I was formed. Queen is a dinosaur, yeah. And it's comfortable a piece of not unpleasant not to sip or simply to be adored. Let's see if he can make it to 100. But that isn't what snapped me out of the strength to resist. No, that's another scent I sense within the flames. Nostalgia. Ah, I knew it. The smell is Shiva. I know I can't truly burn a goddess like you with only a little stray fate, which is why I hold you in my embrace, right to the very end. Now come, let yourself sink into depravity. Yes, this is depravity. I know, these traces of him are no more than that, traces. This is Shiva is a fake, this I know for certain. Even so, I can't help but believe, because it really is. Before I knew it, I had stopped the dancing in my world-ending dance, and that dance has been forming to see him again. Up to God, as fierce as a brilliant Shiva. Once I lost myself to my love of him, I could never hope to escape him. I did not lose to you. I lost to my own love. Yes, you did. I am the God of love, and one who imparts all love to the being. And if I must love another God, then I will. The moment you appeared before me as an alter ego, such a love you lost, and it's only a matter of time. Now, the fires of my depravity burn you too. What about you? Huh? You're burning yourself following me. Doesn't that make us the same? Meaningless wordplay or not, you may be right. As an alter ego, I too am susceptible to love. I may as well admit at this point. I want to be loved. I have always been part of Kama. Although, one that will never come to the forefront. The alter ego of longing. Now that I've ejected from the pool of love, you should sink into the love I keep it for entire human race. I will never disappear. Even though I am capable of loving all of humankind, all the universe, now that I found this myself, this emptiness that was hiding inside of me, I can help but feel lonely. I can't help but wish for someone to fill this emptiness by loving me. And that, yes, that is surely the greatest depravity of all. He stares intently at her, shining something inaudible. Inescapable heat, fragments of what she wanted. The god of blood finally burns away, gently drying in these things, drawn upon the proper human paper moon, as easily as she were immediately drifting off to sleep. Damn. 90 years old. Meanwhile, the Japanese voice actress from the voice, the Major and Ghost of the Cell just passed away last year. Although I was told that one actress for MASH also passed away too. Alright. Let's see. How long? Okay. Oh, fuck it. Well, I'll just keep going, even though my voice is a bit sore. 616. Pure distortion, alter ego. Got this and one left. Man, that church is gone. And they're gone. Comma. She found that Shiva's flames, they were always conceptually burning her. But their increased strength must have been sufficient to burn away her spiritual origin of all. What's the voice coming on? I'm not done yet, but I have found my groove. With Kali gone and energy no longer going berserk, things are going to stabilize once more. I've also recovered critical system privileges. I have only a few more tasks to complete, then I will establish a means to escape to the outside world. Please bear with me. At any rate, it seems the Soy Grill War may end before we get a chance to end it. See how it plays out. Because now there's like 2 servants left. Whoa there. You idiot. Master. I know. Those guys might have taken the finest dish out them for themselves. It looks like they're still up to meat in this meal properly. I've had enough. I want to do what I want, but you people just keep insisting on getting in my way. Well, you never gain now. Just look at this place. Shut up! I'm not talking about the Holy Grail War. Now that you and I are face to face, weapons in hand, it's time to settle the score once and for all. Ha! For once I agree. What are you doing, Master? You should be a piece of cake. Well, there. Don't get the wrong idea here, Master. You might be a total jackass. You might have the worst personality in all the world. But, Master Drona, Arama, and Christarina all agree that he is absolutely without equal in the fight with the Gada. Really? Well, except for me, of course. Yeah, this is exactly what I hate about you. You know, it's a little too late for this. I wonder why they're fighting. We have no idea if the Holy Grail War is still going on, or what happens if one of them is. There's no telling where our wish will be granted. But still, they fight, even if I find myself cheering for them. I think at this point it's probably alright pretty soon. That's probably why they're still going at it, even though everything's over. There's no good reason to fight. Maybe the fight is actually what they both want. So then, is that why I'm staying here too? Is this my wish to keep feeling guilty? No, I don't think it is. What I want to last beyond the guilt. At least, I'm pretty sure that's the case of the newest feeling of guilt. The guilt I feel for realizing something was wrong with her not being able to do anything about it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. You smiled so warmly at me. You were so kind to me. All I can repay you. But thanks to you, I realized something. Right now, guilt isn't what I'm taking up the most space in my head. It's what lies beyond that guilt. I want to make amends. I know, I get it. If I don't understand, I can't make amends now. I'm much too late to make a difference. And so I still want to. I want to be forgiven for making a mistake, for not being able to do anything. I can't forgive myself. No, I don't want to forgive myself. So I was searching for something I could make a spice of forgiveness, and now I think I found it. What is it, Master? Lost a fight? You get hungry or something? Hey, Master, I know I probably shouldn't be asking this while you're in the middle of battle, but if you wanted to make amends for something, but you can't anymore, what do you do? What else? What else is there to do? But what you want. That's even more true if the person you wrong isn't around anymore. Hacker was... Yeah, that is a pretty old age. 102. Yeah, sorry, I'm like in kind of like reading this and looking at chat. Wasn't expecting it to be this long. It's like I told you before. It's all about what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah, that is actually a bit of old age. Although kind of like ironic that she dies at 102. So right now, I want to win and go back to the place I want. She wanted. I don't know what that will actually accomplish, but now I want to protect her wish for her. I think it is mean for me to go on there. Okay, self-finishes, even though what fell on my head are just meaningless. You watched that movie recently? Gotcha. I actually need to see what's up on Disney Plus. I plan to like finish the last Doctor Who episode tomorrow. Of course you can. Hell, you could say the same things about our battle right now. Okay, then I want you to win, Master. I want you to win so you can make all the selfish amends I want. You got it, Master.
Oi, 楽しそうだな。いいぜ。遠慮ちょいと待ってな。一直線にぶち抜くハルマン。暴れちまいな。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。華麗な動きであろう。この幸せ者が。一旦落ち着くか。いいぜ。
There we go.
我は風神の子、剛力無双を示す者。私の力よ、集いて我が手に。
Time to go, JoJo here.
一直線にぶち抜く。どこまでも登れ。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。華麗な動きであろう。 ちょいと待ってな。遠慮すんな。ちょいと待ってな。一直線にぶち抜く。ハグマン。暴れしまいな。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。はあ
Okay. After... Oh. I feel it all along. I'm a fragment. I'm not the Brimo I used to be. I'm not the man I once was. Not all of them. Except I don't feel like I'm missing anything. On the contrary, I am more fulfilled than I ever been. I was always bigger and stronger than anyone else, so I poured away of so many things in my life. My prayers, justice, victory, friendship, family, fame, muscles, cooking, social standing, smiles, trust, respect. But now, my life couldn't be simpler. There's nothing here that doesn't need to be. That is why I feel so fulfilled. I know what I see. I know what it is I should search for. I saw the way she looked at me and the faith she had in me, and she trusted me with her finest wish. Who would I be if I denied her? That is the only thing I need to carry now. And that's enough. Victory. That is the best dish I can make and serve to the one who has put her trust in me. That's all I need to focus on. As simple as the way I'm living now. My life now. It might be the same word. But this isn't the victory I achieved. In the wars, where I carried so much on my shoulders, this victory itself has no meaning, and I'm not sure what I will gain from it. I'm just seeking it because I want to. Yeah, that's right. That's why this victory has nothing to do with war. It's just the same thing I've done with my rivals ever since I was a kid. A brawl. I don't need to hold back. This is the point. I could hit him with all my strength, no hesitation. There's just one thing. Something feels the slightest bit off. It's been nagging at me. It's not nagging at my physical self. It's though, but the other parts of me that I stripped away. My victory, and how did I attain it? You know, even that nagging feeling, the spirit of confronting similar sounds about.
Senpaiは潮干狩りに行ったことはありますか？対象と慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの。受け取り忘れには。
Alright. What was that? I don't think it's unfair. How could it not be? What's fair about the strong, righteous guy winning all the time? Yeah, I know. Brima's always strong and righteous. He's a true hero, no doubt. I get that, and I think all my brothers did too. Anyone with an eye can know heroism is cool. So what's wrong with environment? What's wrong with wanting myself? The only problem is that the man I had that want what I wanted. Well, we could never get along. The guy I wanted as odds with had it, so naturally I wanted it too. So I had to do the best I could with that, what I could get. I had to get it. What other choice I have was there? There's nothing I wouldn't do to get, which meant I had to do everything I could. So I threw him into the river. While he was unconscious, I set fire to his house. What if people think that makes me a dishonorable, evil coward? I took it the only options I opened to me. What I should have done then. Let the strong guy just keep it all to himself. Screw that. And if being strong and righteous and cool wasn't enough, he's also... Ha! Whoever takes it back, you're hanging in there. Very well, I'm impressed. Stop. Don't you get constant me. No, I'm serious. I'm complimenting you. I haven't used so much as a single underhand trick so far. You're really saying that, Irma? So what if you're not going to try to hit me below the navel this time? Below the navel? During the Great War depicted in the Barhata, Uehama loses duel to Brima and dies. However, there's not an ordinary loss. It occurred because Brima disregarded a rule forbidding duelists from striking below the navel, in revenge for a past humiliation he has suffered. Below the navel. What are you talking about? Huh? Hold on! How much of that war do you remember? Not at all. That's for sure. I know Karna actually fought Tomo, and all you 100 prisoners were there, but that's about it. Probably because this is me. He has origins in the time when I was a cook in King Virtua's palace. I see, so you don't remember. Well, isn't that just perfect? That's not fair. Not only does his alter ego have everything I ever wanted, but he doesn't even initiate one shred of righteousness I clung to my final moments. Are you okay? Oh sure, I'm fine. No big deal, not anymore. This just gets me all the more reason to beat you as you are now. And that's all. That's it does. That's all it does. Proceed to phase 3 complete. Still not much, but at least I have some room to breathe now. I'll keep my E4 connected to let the other two parallel. Free process of handling the rest. Let's see how is doing. We still are part of the alliance, so it's not fair that only Rima's master still have good health. Oh, she's okay. She needs to push herself quite hard. It looks like she's coming apart at the seams. But she's still functioning. Oh, still wondering. Good, you're awake. Try not to move. That connection you made has lost of you quite passion. Where is he? Berserker is fine right now. He's going. Not what? Well, I'm afraid. Remember, I understand now. I wanted a family. I missed having one, so I went looking for one. I knew that's what being alone was felt like. I didn't want to be alone here too. Yes? Did you remember who your alter ego personality was when your functionality was diminished? Yeah, I did. I understand now. Now that he's the family I was looking for. Correct. Ronnie? Not to worry, my function parts itself being worked over and over here. I'm speaking to you now through a separate conversation, no interface protection. I'm not actually here. I don't have any admin privileges. Thank you for letting me out to speak with them. No need to thank me. Continue to refuse the request would simply be inventing more work. I just set the equipment I'm moving that annoying chat window out of the way for all the work. It was perfectly rational, so thank you for saying. Now, as I was saying, you're the one of my boldest experiments among the alter ego masters. Your master name is Alter Ego Isolated. I named that because I'm basically a fragment of an alter ego servant. I've heard of Berserker possess a very unusual spiritual origin. Within it, you contain the essence of all of the statements. It possibly has something to do with how they were all created from a single mass of flesh. Wait, does that mean my new name is? That is the name of the personality model I received when I was made alter ego is Deus Sala. When 100 prisoners were born from a single mass of flesh, she became the 101st, their only sister, and she's me. So this is so the master is actually his sister. Oh, can I ask you a favor? Please take me to him. But what about? No, I'm in bad shape. But if I don't go now, I'll miss my chance. It's okay. I just want to stand on equal footing with Lancer's master. I'm sure Lancer won't try to come after me. Thank you. Thanks. Now we're talking. We're still working together after all, aren't we? Yeah. What's the matter, Doriohama? Is that all you got? Yeah. Damn it! I can't believe I'm going to lose to him again. Who am I? Before the war, I married a king of another kingdom. But my husband, King J. Aduratha, went off to fight alongside the Pravatas, and when the war began, and he never came home. And of course, my 100 brothers all died in the battlefield as well. Never got to see their bodies. Only heard about the deaths when I drew to visit my kingdom after war. That was when I knew my brothers. My entire bloodline was gone. No trace of them ever remained in this world. My brothers' reputations may not exactly have been sterling, but they're still my family. So of course I wish to see him again, just one more time. No, why stop there? I wish I could have been with them. I wish I could have fought with them. This may not be how I imagined it, but to think my wish was being granted all this time. Stupid. Huh? Stupid, stupid, stupid! I know what says that really looks to be true, but I'm gonna say it again. You stupid bird of mine! What? I knew it. The Sala? Is that you? How should I know? But I know that I guess. The Sala is an alter ego and your master. And now, we're finally found each other again. I thought this time I'd finally get to fight by your side without leaving you. Without you leaving me behind. So how come you're just lying there on the ground alone? Stupid! Okay, stop calling me stupid, stupid. You have no idea how hard it is being the eldest brother. Nope, I guess not. That's why I've been cheering you on. I didn't get the chance the last time. You went off on your own to fight and you never came home. That's why you're at least going to win this time. I could cheer you on that, but this time I'll be right here by your side. By my command spell. Go get a berserker, my stupid brother! Whoa, I forgot you still had this. Why didn't you use this sooner, you say? Because you're such a bad shape, you would have busted if I poured so much energy into you. No, oh no. No, it's fine. I really used mine earlier. Taking the energy I spent so far in consideration, I say we're finally on equal footing. Stop freaking condescending to me. It's always been like that since we were kids. You were always better than us, always had everything we wanted. And then, after we resort to cowardly measures to try to take it for ourselves, you even take that cowardice from us too. You and our children never let us keep anything for ourselves. But now I have a chance. If I could beat you now, and you're just an ordinary hero, I'll probably get everything I want. Die, Burma!
およか見せ場という兄弟たちよ。おいおい。
Alright, let's see how this goes.
ここにあるは我らが将100の王子が集いて
All one of our brothers.
燃える蹂躙せよ我が最強の軍団よジャイカラバ華麗な動きであろう部をわきまえろわし様の手を下すまでもない
Oh, nice.
本気を見せてやるか。おい、よかろう。おい、おい、おい。これが賢いやり方だ。華麗な動きであろう。この幸せ者が、よしかるな。やってやれ。行くぜ俺。歯応えは大事だぞ。何かの間違いだ。
What?
「勝てるとでも思っておるのか?」 勝負するか本気を勝負するかお膳だよかろうおいおい
Alright, so yeah, I need to figure out how to do this.
来たか俺が最強にして最かっこいいわし様の姿華麗な動きであろう部をわきまえろよしかるなやってやれ一直線に勝ち抜くどこまでもな一旦落ち着くほほうよかろうほほうおいおいよかろうこれが賢いやり方だ華麗な動きであろうこの幸せ者がわし様の手を下すまでもない柔らかくしてくれ暴れちまいな見せ場というやつだおいおいおいよかろう
Alright.
先に行ってやろう勝ったな泣いて謝っても許してやろう
So it's random.
評価行けこの幸せ者がよしかるなやってやれ
That was close. Alright, got lucky. We gotta summon this.
ほらほら部をわきまえろわし様の手を下すまでもないあくびみてえなもんだ 我は風神の子剛力無双を示す者私の力よ集いて我が手にぶち止めまだまだそう風神狩り着想逃がしゃしねえぜマルティあいつとは
First, my prayer report of stay fresh. Now it's the time to lend your eldest prayer your strength. Jai? Guevara! Ah! I knew you and your prayers were one. And I'm ready to beat you all 100 of you at once. Alright. Put. Ah, I see. I messed up. I was ready for 100 siblings, but I didn't account for the 101st. As I am now. A little difference is all it took. You see that? I won. Finally beat you. It was a draw. What do you think is stupid? You don't even look like you won at all. That doesn't mean... Does this mean it's a draw? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh well.
Senpai wa Shiohi ga
Alright. Let me get out of here. Both Bruma and Dorihana suffer irreparable damage to their spirit cores. It's only a matter of time until they disappear. This would seem to make the end of your Hoigoro War. This is what Star Society is hoping it. Although, I still don't understand where I went wrong. I can only offer my opinion on the matter. But I do not think it was wrong to focus on egos. You don't? No, I think there are only things which they can do. No questions about that. I think it may all come back to the recent service in general have names, personalities, and egos in the first place. Do you know why that is, Dracosoc? More or less. You think it's because it's better if they do? That may be just a trilogy, but I'll accept it. For me, I think it's because in the larger scheme of things, they are more useful that way. Feelings, ego, and such feelings, things all feed into their strength. Thus, the complex interplay is what gives service their power. But that also means that they can deteriorate if their different aspects are separated unnecessarily. So you cannot simply bolster their numbers with a one-size-fits-all approach they all get. You require evidence only to take a look around. Those two may have fared okay, but rather cast themselves at ego selves. Versus did not work at all, if you ask me. In fact, I think there's a very good chance that they end up weaker than the originals. Wonder tried to be no more than a tool, even meant to pretend to be evil, to escape his Lord's stunning him. Right, the alter ego of hypocrisy. Isolated personality of a fictional character they lay inside his inspiration of his spiritual origin. Cast through the alter ego of fabrication. Good point. Looking at the analysis of what was stressor, I cannot deny that possibility. It did serve a significant amount of power and savor the alter ego of love and loving. But I will admit that the case of those two alter egos, some aspects shattered their overall balance. Yet, I wasn't able to calculate the result. I failed to reach the answer why it was that. I think it's because we failed to account for the most important perimeter emotions. That's the result of significant structural flaws. All humans are experiencing could rely on their emotions, their ego, their self-consciousness, their outward persona to determine their moment, the moment of actions. They are all complex and we've numerous alter egos all laid on top of it and on another. That is arguably what makes humans human. But you are an AI. Your existence revolves around us, fulfilling a single command. So you cannot understand this aspect of humans. You believe a single ego will suffice. I see, I can't deny that either. That does lead to a new question. If what you have said is true, then why does the alter ego class exists at all. What's the difference between an alter ego that works and one that doesn't? To answer that, I think you should take a closer look at what's before you. That goes for me too. I should be watching what's transpiring here as well. So I virtually turned to face the same direction as my alter AI companion. Answer made with a purpose, each are defined by a single core directive. The same way made to be true for alter egos too. I did realize that what it means to be made with such a focus. What their value is, what they can do. A different perspective. Did I realize how sad, sinful, and horrific their existence is at the heart of it all? Did I realize what it truly means to be an alter ego? I have to face the truth myself. I'm sorry, Master. I let the excitement go to my head. Before I go, I should probably at least ask you this. Do you get what you wish for? I don't know. For me, this was never about anything more than making amends for an own selfish peace of mind. That's it. I do think this has meant something. Once this war is properly over, it won't be long now before our days are peaceful again. Sakura may not be here anymore, but I might not be able to get involved directly. But I do feel at least I was able to further wish right up to the end. Yeah, you did your best you could for someone else's wish. Who cares if it came from a less positive place? It's the truth, and you should be proud of that. You know, this help you find a satisfying answer. Maybe it's not so bad I can serve you up until the victory. Up your victory on the silver platter. What's so funny? I just realized something. I'm one more battle so I could count on my life, but here I am completely satisfied to defeat. Sure, there were times when Honeymoon wiped the floor with me just to show off how strong he was. Truly strong, but I never felt this way from ordinary brother before. And I guess that Doriohana of all people too. This is really something else. That explains it must be one of the reasons I lost. I could possibly win when I didn't really care about victory or defeat. Especially when the other guys all raring to go. So, I may not have any regrets about this fight, but doesn't mean I don't have any other regrets. There's still one thing I can't help but feel bad about. Huh? I'm sorry I didn't manage to serve you any food you enjoyed. You're wrong. You got it all wrong. Your cooking was always delicious. Of course it was. The problem was me. I'm the one who didn't think I had any right to smile after I... You something so good. I'm sorry, Lancer. You need your final moments. I can't give you anything but regrets. I'm sorry I can't appreciate how good your cooking was. I'm sorry I wasn't able to let you do anything heroic. If only I'd only been normal. I could have fought 5-on-1 instead of just cooking all the time. Not that you're the one who's got it wrong, Master. I'm glad it ended up like this. I'm glad I spent all my time cooking for you, and I only fought one battle at the end. If I'd been my perfect warrior self before I had everything I wanted, then I might have been really pissed off about losing this battle. And sulking like a spoiled brat right about now. Not to say I'm a little pissed about how he beat me right now. Honestly, it's embarrassing. It's a good thing my parents aren't here to see this. But never mind that. Point is, it's because I'm not just my warrior self. I'm able to go doubt that I'll be able to go out and feel very satisfied. So I think you're just fine the way you are. Even if you're trapped in guilt, you don't whine. You still decide to go fight to make amends. That tells me you're going to be alright. Don't know if this is meaning anything to you, but hope you can make amends for the guilt you harbor so deep inside one day too. Yeah, I hope I can too. Do you think I can? I already taught you the trick. Just do what you want to do. Sure, your pain you can't forget sucks, but it's a good motivator. In our case, we managed to survive our banishment and the war because we never forgot the humiliation we suffered. So if you're sad with guilt, you can forget. It always means you got the source of strength that will never go away. That's not better than to use your guilt to letting it overwhelm you until you can't do anything about it all. Can't forget make it work for you. Turn it into fuel that will keep you moving forward forever. Fuel that will keep you going no matter the difficulties or hardships you face on the road. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to start using this skill as motivation I'll never ever forget, and let it help me walk the path I want to take. Oh, it looks like it's about time. See you around, Master. Next time we meet, I'll cook you a meal so good you won't be able to help smile once you tried it. Count on it! Yeah, I can't wait. No, I feel bad, since my wish is somewhat granted. Ugh. In the end, he never even tried to hit me below the navel. It got me thinking, what does it mean that he didn't try? What was he thinking back then? What he didn't? When he did it? Was it personally that he chose not to resort to such a trick always there within him? The more I think about it, hang on, what am I doing? Who cares? Think about it won't change me, him or the past. All that matters is today I won. At long last, it's my time to shine. Let the good old Dorihana times begin. Yeah. Hey, what's the big deal? The winner should be on a pedestal, not lying on someone's lap. Who cares? You're always too worried about appearances anyway. Hey, when you look as good as me, who would blame you for caring? Well, I guess you don't look too bad. As long as you keep your mouth shut. Okay, it's okay. Just be honest, I could tell you agree with me anyway. So, are you satisfied? Yep, my answer is obvious. So instead I'll ask you. What about you? Are you satisfied? I guess, but only barely. You are Paris and my husband, my father-in-law. I didn't have any idea you all died until it was too late. For all you know, I could have ended up paying you all for just going off to the fight and leave me all alone. At least it's better than that. This time, I gotta stay with you right until the end. And I can at least stay by your side until you're gone. I see. No, wait. What are you saying? I still prefer perfectly healthy. In fact, I even got an answer to your question. Hell no. I'm not satisfied at all. You're not? Not at all? You sure? Well, I don't know. I guess I'll be lying if I said I didn't find anything I was looking for. So maybe you're just barely satisfied like you. Listen, I got been looking for everything in this world has to offer, and that's all I want. So, of course, the sister who had to leave on her own path would be part of that. Thanks. Yeah. I didn't realize you were missing, or what I was wondering where you gone, until I knew it was you, though. I can't blame you for that, though. How was I supposed to notice once that one out of 100 siblings going missing? You got to be more careful not to let lost, damn it. Hold on to my sleeve, if that's what it takes. Actually, on second thought, though, make it Dutch Sana's sleeve. Hang on to having you cling on to me get annoyed. Excuse me. Dutch Sana would totally yell at me for that too. Then hold on to one of our brother's sleeves. I don't care who. Look, I had a lot going on back then. Way too many brothers to watch, plus I had to train them, make allies, and I had to lead all of us into a war. As greedy as it was back then, this version of me now wants even more. Who are you? If someone had asked me that, I would have told them, I'm probably the alter ego of Avarice. It's nice going after everything I wanted, but I wasn't enough. Of course, just find my sister isn't going to be enough to satisfy me. You're the worst. So, I know it's just who you are. Man, I'm sleepy. I guess even I can't beat the Sandman. This sucks. There are so many things I wanted to get done before I fell asleep. Yeah, that's right. I'm greedy, so hey, you come here. You, Dracosaur. Me? You and I are still in an alliance, so I got an order for you. Since I'm not going to be able to get everything I want, I want to make sure you at least get everything you want in my place. Oh, and don't look at me like that. I know what you're up against. You got a battle ahead of you, and and it's to save the world, right? If you're winning that battle, at least to saving the world, you're as good as claiming the world for yourself. Say that. Well, it's true, and so I'm naming you my proxy. You're going to get the world in my place. there we go. Now I can sleep in peace. Oh, I'm sorry about him. Don't worry about it, okay? You think so? I'm not sure I agree, but I appreciate how charitable you're being. Anyway, I pushed myself too hard earlier, so I'm about to my limit. So, while we're here, do you mind if I say something? Thank you for all your help. I'm glad you were the first master I met here. I was so happy when you rescued those repair girls from Caster. I'm sure that kind heart of yours is going to save everyone else in your upcoming battles too. So good luck, and please take care of yourself. Nope, I trusted what came next to Ashavat Tomlin. Back and went then. And now, I'm going to do the same thing with you. Yet another example of credible. I'm delegating the last parts of the things to someone else can take care. I can take it easy. So I'm going to do this right. From now on, you're the commander. Got that? Wherever you do, make sure you claim the world for yourself. They found the answer that meant something to them because they were alter egos, not in spite of it. I think that's true for at least some of the servants in this world. I cannot deny that this has meaning. Generally speaking, alter egos are purified versions of their original selves. That's why, sometimes, to go down paths and open up possibilities which would be difficult for a normal person. And I suppose it was my effort to create the creation that was responsible for my failure. I don't know, I think we actually need to be paying attention to the reverse. We should be looking for how they were made before the questions of problematic procedures come to the picture. The questions we need to ask is not how do we purify people to create alter egos. Instead, we should be asking why are alter egos already purified when they're created. I think alter egos form precisely because they are purified. Like their standard selves, they're focused on one particular thing. This happens when those feelings become too strong and even overwhelmed. So why the resulting being contains a new possibility that's not present in the original. I see. You're saying alter egos require a kind of a naturally occurring directive to be effective. Not necessarily, I would say, not say impossible for one with the kind of power you're looking for to form this spontaneously, especially when so close to holding such new possibilities lasted in this world end up in the end. Right to the end. Conversely, it's not guaranteed that such an alter ego would form spontaneously every time given a naturally possessing such feelings. In the end, alter egos remain fragments of personalities, so some are not durable enough to survive alone. I think that is probably why so many of them end up tied to multiple divinities. At any rate, it seems clear now that creating alter egos by forcibly separating personalities was never likely to yield any with the kind of power we need. Then it seems the mind truly was just a twisted equation. That was akin to searching for the meaning of the star sky. And allowing myself to be so dazzled by the sheer number of them. I included paper moons. I floated myself into the answer. If anything, your sisters, your own natures. You have already created countless alter egos. You agree that they make excellent additions to fighting the force. Why is one alter ego acceptable? Not 100. What makes 10 permissible but 1,000 taboo? Your ability to answer this is what is twisted, one alter ego or not. It makes no difference. The fact remains, you are aware of the twisted inherent nature to alter egos, and you accept them without either question nor reason all the same. That is the one of the human race's worst habits. Even while unfettered emotion decline your capacity to rational thought. Why is that? Accepted their alter egos and see. So you trust the alter egos in Shadia. You believe that the fact that they were formed naturally is proof that they have the right to exist. So you don't have to find a reason. They already exist inside them. Now I understand. What seems twisted at first may already be just a series of righteous things layered atop of another. I can't deny that too. It's a possibility. Even if surrounding speaking, it seems like a miracle. So unlikely to be practically impossible. It's failing to realize that it's possibly the most important reason for my calculations gone very much as people. Alter egos, the way beings' wills with power and personalities exist in their mingle. I see. Now that I should have tried to study those things more closely from my vantage point here in Paper Moon. I've reached my final processing phase. It won't be long now before this conversation's interface and the dust of Cyrus AI Holy Grail system disappear. Such to say, you're going to be quite thoroughly rebooted, so there will not be any room left for irregularities. This conceptual Paper Moon world only arose thanks to the power of the microscopic Holy Grail that spawned here. Once you retrieve the Holy Grail, there will be no way left to preserve it. From now on, you will only see the Paper Moon working normally, as any other device. So what we see on the inside, we can only estimate based on the information at hand, but it may be that this world will continue to operate as it did before the Holy Grail War began. Let's see. In that case, I have to figure out. This is fine. I can lay out a path before we go. Consider it a bonus. Besides, the winner of this Holy Grail War has always been meant to become this world's central AI governing AI. And when that happened, you, that is, the person I known as Ronnie 12, will be merged with them and disappear. So for you, the end of the AI Holy Grail War was the beginning of the next phase, as well as the end of your own existence. A small price paid for your great good. As long as my functionality is carried over, that's all that matters. Alright, this may be something of a scenario obsession, but I will set it so that you become the next central governing AI once this position is vacant. Kadra. And from here, I'll just need to keep things running normally. From somewhere, no one will see me. Well, if I can keep grow in the other areas, all working like normal, maybe it'll be enough to let Sakura rest in peace. By the way, what sort of alter ego AI is Kadra? Kadra was experimental as the master of Berserker. I paired together with the last minute in response to the shape of events taken she is. Why didn't I realize myself? I mean, I understand I'm an alter ego myself right now, but even so. Still doesn't feel real even after hearing that. I mean, I guess it does a little, but that's all. I told you everything you need to do. It won't be much longer now. Oh wait. Wait a minute. There's something I need to tell you. Ronnie 12, the current version of the Paper Moon Central Governing AI. I just want to say something to you as an alchemist of the Atlas Institute. Your experiment may have failed, and that may have been going down the wrong path from the start. But none of that changes the fact that you did your best to avert the destruction you foresaw, all without anyone being the wiser. And that it was a wonderful thing. You have fulfilled your duty admirably. Even if your actions are ultimately mistaken, I still commend you for your work. Try it as an expression may be, we cannot let the fear of failure stop us from conducting experiments. Well done, Ronnie 12. You can recall your mistake and still sleep with no regrets. Thank you. That's right. All I ever planned was to avert the impending destruction. Which is why I will dedicate the possibility that my observations may have been mistaken. And despite significance of a failed experiment your upcoming journey. May the stars bless you on your way, and may the stars of the north sky illuminate your way even in the darkest, most difficult times. Alright, well, we did not plan to come here. It is still good manners to leave a place cleaner than you found it. I can at least make sure everything is in proper place. Okay, this is back. Now just open the spiritual gate, escape gate, which to log out. And I think I will make a door to make a metaphor. Alright, we can go. Is there anything else before we... Yeah, I think at least I know what I have to say now. If we ever meet again, I hope we can talk. That is all. But, of course, I'll be glad to. See you. Oh, I just remembered, this will be the end of this version of me too. So let me say this now, Dracosak. Especially since I do not want to bring back any regrets to my outside self. I'm glad to go on this adventure with you. It was a lovely dream. This version of me has never meant to exist, and that means this has been a truly miraculous. What do you mean by that? Alright. Okay, 1 for 7. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Section 17, Epilogue. Okay, hopefully this won't take as long. Alright. Okay. Senpai, how are you feeling, Senpai? Morning, Mash. You look like you always do. Shoot, don't we? Yep, vitals are looking good now. Not there was ever a problem with them. More like you fell into a strange coma, but not one where your usual REM state. Then you just woke up at just a suddenly. This is a real head scratcher, alright. And then there's Shion. Same thing happened to her. Right down to waking up at the same moment. Yes, it certainly was strange, but now that we have both woken up, we're in a perfectly good health. I would say that we have nothing to be concerned about. Don't you not agree? I mean, sure, this is the most important thing, but did this actually happen for no reason? Like, did you two get hit with a localized sweeping gas, an electromagnetic pulse to your brains, some unknown form of magecraft? I can't help but think there must be some reason behind this. Alright, I just recalled the problem we were working on prior to Dracosak and I falling asleep. How's the Paper Moon doing now? Oh, that, for some reason it started working again right after around the time you woke up. It's working like it always is. Now, although we're still checking to make sure, I wonder what happened with it. We need to keep digging to make sure what we can find out. I see. I'm glad to hear it's back to its old self. The Paper Moon. Yeah, remembering. You look troubled, Senpai. Is something wrong? I suspect you had a dream while you were asleep. Yes, you recall what it was about? Surprise, sorry, Rep, but can I ask you something? Our Foundation Humanity grade just jumped from E to D not too long ago. Do you two have any idea why that might be? How about you, Shion? No comment from me, after all, it was not something I experienced. So, let's just chalk it up to both me and Dracosock growing without realizing it. The important thing is that one of our problems is solved. Can we not be happy about that? That's weird. It's not like she had to be so vague. More importantly, I think you should keep examining Master Dracosock. It seems that he pushed his brain harder than usual this time, so I there's a real checkup. Oh yes, good point. Okay, one last round of medical exams and we'll call it a day. We might still call you in for your first, but now, the best thing you do now is rest up in your rooms. Not that you have... You don't, Mash. I want you to stay and rest here, where I can keep an eye until you're properly recovered. Yeah, if you've got a week of sleep since Dracosock's last consciousness, you've been at bedside the whole time, so I want you to get some rest. Right here, right now. Mash showing love for Ruska. Oh, I get it. You're feeling like you're about to have an unusual visitor. I would like to see what happens next, man. My room's awful that way. So I will just wish you good night. Huh? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Oh, sir. Hey, Ron. Yeah, you know who I am, right? I'm Phaedra Elron. I work in the records department. Curious about her for some reason. She's the alter ego of the Vault type, I suppose you could say. She's just happened to be nearby during the first rotation. She probably just was at least physically close to you. However, her alter ego is just a copy of the original's personality model, so she has no direct connection to her counterpart in the outside world. Your minds were drawn here by direct accidental vision, which is probably heard by your biased comatose. But the real Keitra is going to about her normal life, completely unaware she's been copied. Any feedback she does experience is likely to be more of a subconscious tingle of sorts. The reason there is such a difference between you two and her is that, well, she was already in a state of mind that made her very, very easy copy, whereas until you fell here by accident, entirely by accident, that's why she became an official master AI. You did. I can only guess it, but I believe she may have already been slightly mentally unstable, such that she would easily be for a fragment of personality being attached. She was likely to experience some kind of instability which would make her dislike who she is and look for a chance to give someone else. Hey. So, you want to talk? Don't just say what I wanted before I get the chance to. Did you use a mind reading spell on me? Well, whatever. I usually leave personal versions of stuff to Mandare and the others, so we never really talked much before. But there's something I want to talk to you about now. Will you come with me and we'll take on? What's this about? Well, there's something I've been meaning to apologize for. Just suddenly had the feeling now that we got time to talk to you. Okay, here goes. Remember back when... December 27th, 2019. The blizzard has come and gone. Now remains as a weird blue sky. Before long, the pale blue sky is marked by a single black dot approaching a helicopter. The helicopter belongs to person and passengers. The harsh reality is that the end is close to hand. Oh man, they're almost here. What are you so upset about? You're already going to be sad that they said goodbye to the shop. Of course not. I'm sure I got other things to do too. But I knew when I took the shop that being the gatekeeper for a secret Arctic base would be boring as hell. I swear, when did you think it was going to come visit us? The local penguins? So boring this job is. It's a big deal knowing that today is my last day. Is that how it works? Anyway, why are you here to help Out at my first and last big moment on the shop. Wait, does that mean you want to spend as much time with me as possible before you say goodbye, Kadra? Don't be ridiculous, I'm just following orders. This might as well be my first time. Anything noteworthy happened at this gate, so I want the record keeper here for positivity. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me by my first name? I can't help it, it's just a great name. I wonder how many times I use it anyway. So hey, I know it's going to be a long shot, but there's something I've been wanting to say. We've been working together for a pretty long time now. I guess we will be getting out of here and going our separate ways soon, so I was wondering if you'd like to grab a bite to eat with me sometime. I'm serious. 312. Huh? That's how many times you called me by my first name. I keep track. Oh wow, that's impressive. I guess there's a reason why you're into record keeping. That's not the point. My point is, you really just want to grab one bite with me. You've been trying to get to know me for a while. Pretty subway too. How many times have you used my first... As many times have you used my first name. Do you really want to ask me out just this one time? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I wasn't going to ask you out a bunch of times. As long as you say yes, I'll keep inviting you. So, does that mean you're saying yes? Does it, right? Oh man, this is great. I'm so glad to finally work up the courage to ask. Hey, come on, stop pumping your fists and get back to work. Look, they're outside the gate right now. That must be our new director, Goroth Muskan. Huh? Who's the pink-haired lady? His secretary? Probably, yeah. And there's people from the UN Inspection Committee here, too. That sure is not a bunch of randos. Hey! Where's the mic on this thing? Is this it? Is this it? We're here. Someone open the gate, damn it! Yeah, I get. Alright. I'm gonna do this whole check-in and broke off thing for maybe the first time ever. When you hit the button 11 what's the light or screen, Kadra? Also, what would you like to eat? Got it. I'm good with anything, but Portuguese food would be nice to have again. I haven't been back home in ages. So she feels guilt for surviving, which makes sense. Something I was thinking about what be happening. But there you have it. I was the one who opened the gate and let them in. As I look back on it, that was the last chance to stop all this from happening. I kept dreaming about how things would be different. I've just realized something was off back then. But you know, we're all writing up documents getting ready for the court hearings, and directors could take over was completely legal. Hell, it was strict just like the rest of us, for that matter. So I know we're basically destined to end up here. But even so, I can't help but think about what could happen if I just hadn't hit that button. The fact is, I pushed it across the file line between what's happening and what's not happening. I just can't get it out of my head. Maybe I could have noticed something was off with the Coin's guy and told him the gate was acting up or something. Maybe I could have then talked to the one of the higher-ups, and things would have turned out differently. Maybe if things had gone differently, he would have made it into the board too, and I wouldn't have broken my promise to have dinner with him. There's so many possibilities, all swirling around my head. I can't forget what happened. I mean, I'm just a record keeper. I write journals for fun, and my family uses memory magecraft. Never lets me forget anything. That's why I can't get rid of this guilt. All the time. I've got this giant ball of guilt making me wonder how things could have gone differently if I'd just been a little more careful. I talked about it in this therapy. Maybe everyone else has already knew how guilty I feel. Hell, maybe if you haven't noticed at some point, but right now, for some reason, I get the urge to tell you myself. I just want to apologize to your face. So please, let me say this. I know it's selfish of me, but I just have to get these words out. I'm sorry. I have nothing to apologize for. We all share too. That's right. We all feel guilty. And as far or how we could put this, to be honest, forget about it. Or we should forget about it. Where we can make amends. Well, I don't think anyone knows the answer to those questions yet. So let's find them together. Okay. That's right. This strange person I felt like I met in a dream. Letting the guilt overwhelm me isn't going to do anyone any good. So even if I can't forget, I can still use it as fuel. It's a fuel me, and let it drive me to do what I can, how I want. And I'm going to trust, and one day it'll be enough to finally make amends. Alright. Feels like I'm forgetting something. Kind of lonely, anxious. Oh, how so? Kama! Oh, go on, tell me, what do you forget? What's got you feeling lonely? You went away. Really now? What's that all about? They said you were in a coma or something, and none of them knew why. So I thought I'd stop by to see if there were any fun changes in you. But you look the same as her. You're so boring. Why can't you be drying your woes and booze, or whining about not wanting to work anymore or something? All I wanted was a golden opportunity to drag you into depravity, and you couldn't even give me that. What is it? Why are you still calling me when I didn't even do anything? Do you forget I've been boycotting my entire god of love gig this whole time? You don't really need to tell me not to work too hard. Way ahead of you there. So, don't get the wrong idea, okay? I'm only here because, well, it just worked out that way. So I'm glad you're here. Yeah, are you still up to sleep or something? Why would you be so glad to see the Demon King as a depravity? Maybe you really did experience some kind of degenerate, self-destructive change. The kind of just begging to be corrupted. But for now, why don't you just treat yourself for that? Go, I'm back to sleep. You're still drowsy. Good night. It could be that the alter egos wanted to materialize. That these are personalities still exist beside being in order to repress for not wanting more than to come forefront. Maybe there's an expression inside that is what makes alter egos what they are. Which would mean that the alter egos longs for love. No matter how it's still somewhere inside that servant that creator. Idiot. Not that necessarily embarrassing. Now that I have analyzed Ronnie 12 and determined how she came about, it's clear that sister was one of the Ordeal Calls that man told us about. Still quite surprised to see so much distortion build up on the paper moon of all places. It may not have risen to the level of some taboos, but if I have were diligent, maybe we would have discovered this distortion before it became a problem. As I am meant to be the paper moon's caretaker, this has been a humbling experience. No, the only positive is that despite being taken by surprise, we're still able to solve the situation. Everything else is simply demonstrates how much room we have for improvement. And thanks to my frequent use of memory partition, I can recall the whole experience clearly. In fact, I wonder if I'm the only one who does. Karma is also accustomed to existing as multiple versions of itself. Would not be surprised if he remembers too, but I think I'll be merciful and not bringing it up. As for Miss Elron and Drakosaka, I would expect their memories would be subconscious at best. So the opportunity does not come along every day, so I may as well go over as a thought experiment. If we brought the into the paperless world during the first spin of the alter ego jury interviews, there's therefore extremely likely that Dracosak has an alter ego too. But what kind of alter ego was he? His poor condition when he was first entered that world may be a hint. It was a bad enough shape that he could barely fight without output for life. So it was in a suboptimal physical condition for a resource unknown. There was a discrepancy between his mind, body, put all together, and now I see. Hypothesis 1. He was the alter ego was fed up with fighting. Yes, I like that idea. In fact, it certainly helped that he has such a side to him somewhere. Indeed, no human should ever want to fight more than is necessary. If he lacks that trait, he'll never be able to go back to normal life once the fighting is over. Let's try the opposite approach. If given a person with decide about fighting a battle in the world, we're hesitant or concerned about it. If that person did not have the slightest trace of a personality, that would push them to avoid fighting where necessary. That person will be a berserker in human form. Something about them will have to be broken. Such a person will never be able to return to normal life after fighting the end, and will only continue to seek the bloodshed wherever they went. But fortunately, Dracosak has also demonstrated a strong likelihood that he will not go down that path. That is good, and that's how it should be. Well, when he reduced this ritual, no phantasm Mystico to fight back himself. I did also see that he was completely afraid to stand on the front line. But the one does not cancel there's times in many people's lives they end up loving someone despite trying to avoid it. And when they fight and open up, having to fight again. Of course, if he is willing to fight despite being sick of fighting, as long as he is a significant reason. That is a worry possibility unto itself. But there's probably nothing we can do here except encourage him to consider seeking a therapist. Another possibility perhaps on the benefit of hindsight, is that he did not win the Holy Grail War, using it as a hint. Maybe it was a version of him which was not the last master of any kind, and was not responsible for the world's fate. Maybe this version was just an ordinary master. An alter ego who is just looking to take it easy for once. That one seems unlikely. Of course, ultimately, this is all just conjure. It could simply be that he was pulled into the world because he was the master of command spells, and that he would. No exception that was never made into an alter ego at all. In that case, this poor physical condition could be chalked up to a simple reconstruction error during the important process. I think that would give that one about 50-50 odds. Anyway, I think that's enough considering what happened in Dracosak. Right now, I need to reflect on my own mistakes. Like the fact that I took advantage of my childhood appearance. To use that thread, I threw away because it was simply too evident to go around. Talk about black mark. Anyway, I suppose I failed to realize I still had those feelings. Even though I have long since come to the conclusion that I should not be their friend, it seems like there's still a childish part of me that wants to regardless. That simply will not do. I had better exercise this memory permanently, but despite myself, I still decided to play back just one part of it. Although, this version of myself is saying they will never forget what I decided my place should be. Now that I have adventured through the world where I was able to forget that place, if briefly. I thought I should refirm these feelings that led me to make that original decision. Last one. Oh wait, isn't that... I see you enjoying that food. No, you can't have a bite. Burst Baker and that super jacked new cook came up with this curry put together. It's got a perfect balance of spice, salt, and sugar, and not other flavors. If you want one, go get one you're on. What's that? You want to know what I'm reading while I snack? Some kind of essay that just popped up in my database one day. It's a good test subject for our emergency exertion response system. But once I use that to materialize it, I don't have anything better to do that. Well, read it. What's about? It's a the on alter egos. It's how they are formed, and the implications exist as that kind of look. We have to be quick to make use of this class of service despite not understanding their greater significance or true nature. And perhaps this is time we take a moment to reconsider that choice. I believe doing so will lead us to greater understanding alter egos in general. And that also helps us learn how to make even more effective use of their power. No, right? Thanks to itself real seriously. Oh, it goes on to say this too. Alter egos surely appear of their own accord. So be warned that unless you yourself using yourself as material, you already possess a incredibly OP skill. And intentionally making a new one would be both difficult and ill-advised. Well, duh. Hell, even speaking for myself, I have no idea why this version of me is an alter ego. Of course not. I may not know why I came out like this, but I know exactly why I'm this way. Obviously, it's because of my deep abiding love for you. And that part of this essay is I agree the most. It says that even though alter egos are derived from fragments of original personality, the nature of their existence also makes it possible for them to do things the original could not. In my case, if I was still my old self with all my enormous ties and obligations, I wanted to be able to live the dream of devoting everything to you. I kind of get the feeling someone once said that they're hollow creations and nothing of substance. But even if that is true, I don't think that's all there is to them. Even if the alter egos think of themselves as nothing more than walking dolls or burning their very selves for fuel, and that they wouldn't be able to do anything if they were made up from emotions, there's no denying their purity. And there must surely be places reachable only by beings as pure as them. Since I'm the one who the keenest intellectuals around here, and the one of the alter egos in question, I think I'll add my own thoughts to the subject. Pretty sure regular people are just as capable of doing the same things as alter egos, filled with a singular focus. For example, let's say you accomplish a great feat and go down in history. Maybe the you who accomplished that wasn't the normal you, but the you who only lived to love someone else. Maybe it was a you that just wanted to protect a certain someone, even if it was costing your life. Or maybe it was just you who only cared about killing someone. My point is, maybe us alter egos are just a series of countless movements in heroic forms, and everyone else is rhythm within them. Or something like that. Which is it? Oh well. It's no big deal, like I said, I'm just reading, because I don't have anything better to do. Some old-timey jazz shows of mine, who knows, echoed quiet through the cafeteria. The musician was singing a heartfelt song about how, as long as you believe in them, even our artificial creations of paper moons can become as real as anything else. And got me thinking, maybe the same way sabers fight with swords, and lancers fight with spears, alter egos fight with the strength that comes from the devotion to something besides themselves. There we go. torch. Craft Fest is the only paper moon has been sent to your present box. Oh, there we go. There's this man is changing. Oh, X core. Extra 2. Ordeal Call 2. Locks next year. Yeah, that's really it here and there. Alright. Why did I get me in here? Sticking around most. We're gonna find some raid. Alright. Let's see who's on. Yeah, I'm like the only one on here. Alright. Okay, I think I'll do raid Yushuin. He's doing Star Rail. He's also a member of the Kangan guys. You can check out the two here. Yeah. I'll probably be back here tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do Star Rail myself or I'll probably just do more of the quests for FGO because I still have like some things to do. And I also need to also prepare setting up for that one tower event that's coming. But yeah, well, have a good one. This is your Demon Lord, Dracosock, sign off and have a good weekend. There.